Hey, hey, what's up, guys? New rare candy break, new Azur Lane English first edition, and what else? What else shall we say? So we're picking out a new rare candy. We got fresh booster packs. I'll say ancient origin close. There we go. Here we are. We're finally live. We're an hour late. How's it going, everybody? It's Saturday. I was spending a little extra time with Karis tonight. I didn't go to bed or anything for Saturday night. There it is. So we're starting an hour late. Oops. Saturday and Sunday streams are kind of optional, anyways. Let's see. Who's this? Oh, I got pinged in the other Discord server. That's so rare. We'll jump over here. How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? Yesterday was a pretty busy stream, wasn't it? I feel like we basically spent, here it is, your Royal Mail parcel is on the way. Oh, really? I feel like we spent the whole day opening up all those Halo packs. So tonight, hopefully we can get to some other kinds of things. All right, let's see if there's any pre-orders. I'm not seeing any. Here's a Joseph Smith order from 11 minutes ago into the Sylveon. Pre-order Sylveon break, gotta try. Joseph Smith, I don't know if you fell asleep, but yesterday the Sylveon break actually finished. So Sylveon break's over. We'll open this. Let's close this. Let's close this. All right, we'll grab this link. Where's Tyler and Alex? Yeah, where the hell are Tyler and Alex? We just started like a minute ago, 2 minutes to be exact. So there's still time for them to join. 2 minutes ago, we just started. It was that close. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the late night Saturday night stream. We started late. All right. But we're still going to have some fun, right? Hopefully. All right, let's turn on the iPad. I got some Minecraft music playing. You guys are hitting the like button. I love it. Thank you. So the last nighttime stream, the views was 78. That's the peak views. So the view bounty is 78 tonight. I don't know if we hit it. It would be better if I started on time. So if we don't hit that number, I don't blame you guys. We might get a little under that number. We'll hit pause on this. There we go. All right. So who's here? Aovix, Surge, CC Collects, Trippy, Victor, Crazy, Resendez, Silver Ranger, Javier, Randy Cargill, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight 5851. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? We got this. This is the View Bounty card. That's what it is. The new thing, the View Bounties. And let's see. We've got Lovely Gallade, Saduk, Charizard, Doug Trio, and Gold. Whoa. I wonder how gold and silver are doing. Oops. I haven't looked them up in a little while. Remember, gold and silver was, oh, the mega break. Remember, gold and silver were supposed to go to the moon. Now, we get to pick a new rare candy break, don't we? Do we have a rare candy break box? That would make this all so much easier. I don't see one. Let's grab some slabs. Rare candy time. That's cool. Should I sell one of these? Ooh, man, we could sell one of these. This is one of those authentic film frames from the movie. Shining Magikarp, Gold Star Umbreon. Ooh. I'm kind of lucky I didn't break this Pikachu. I bet he's going to the freaking moon. He's probably so expensive now. There it is. Those are so cool. Yeah, the film frames. I've never hosted a break like that, but I'd be open-minded to it. I actually own a bunch of them as if I was going to buy all the ones on the market, but that's a silly way of thinking. I don't need to do that. The film frames are just really cool, though. PSA 10, Pikachu, Pillachu. I always type in Pillachu, Pikachu, base set Japanese. All right, Pikachu Japanese. Whoa, there's one in auction. It's got $2,000 on it. Unbelievable. All right, give me a minute. We're scrolling. Base set Pikachu Japanese, the cheapest one. Now this one's in Japan and it's just about 2,000, right? So there's that one. Oh, that's the 2016 anniversary collection. No, that's not one. So this is the one in auction. Okay. Wow, there he is, $5,800 now. Bro, we were going to break this for $400 like a year ago. We were going to break this for $400 1 year ago. Actually, I think I put it up on the table and you guys rejected it. I put it up on the table and no one bought a spot in it, so I pulled it back down. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Well, this card is just going to go into my collection, I guess. He's too big now. Pikachu is an obvious hold. There's no way I'm buying another one of these. See, back when he was $400, if we broke him, I'd have just purchased a new one. Probably for $400. And then I would have done a little breaky wakey on it with the little premium on the break. But you guys didn't want him. That's nuts. He's one of the best ones. Now he's too expensive for that. Crazy. All right. Oh, some news. This Southern Island Mew, apparently he just sold on eBay for $90,000. Wow. What the? Holy man. All right. So here's Shining Lugia and here is Magikarp. Here's Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown, right? Yeah, I wonder. This is not the is there a Pokemon Center version of that Bulbasaur? I'm not sure if there is. But let me try this out. That's from 2024. Bulbasaur. And what's his number? 143. All right, Bulbasaur 143. And let's sort them by highest price. Is there a Pokemon Center version of this? Maybe there's not. All right, let's sort him by lowest price. I'll take it for 7K. That's more for a mega break, right? I mean, we could host a mega break on it if we had the numbers, if it was possible to get it all set up, but all right. Here we are. So here is one of these Bulbasaurs. Oh, the Bulbasaur is not that bad. He's kind of affordable, in fact. Whoa, population 12,000. 12,000, huh? Love the Lugia. Yeah, the Lugia is a big deal too, isn't he? So let me see what this guy would look like if we did this. He'd be a 15 spot. What did we last do? We just did a 24 spot. 15's kind of like on the low end for a rare candy. So Bulbasaur is possible. He'd be a 15 spot. What do you guys think of Bulbasaur? Shining Lugia. Oops. No, I don't want to stop. Man, I wasn't coughing all day. Now I'm in here working and the cough begins. All right, so the Lugia, huh? I bet you he's out of our range. Lugia SM82. Are you ready? Lugia, he's 3,000. What? That's too much. I can't do that. Do we write down what we paid for this guy? That's too much. Oh man, all these cards are reaching unbelievable prices. That's also Mega Break territory. All right, how about this? This guy's got to be good. Rockstar Mahi Charizard. He would be a good break, right? Let's take a quick look, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to the Saturday night stream. How are you tonight? Charizard 223. So we started this stream a little bit later. What the hell? Does this guy have the same number? That wasn't very smart. So we'll have to type in Obsidian. Obsidian. There's another Charizard with the exact same number. That wasn't very. Very well thought out. All right. So this guy's maybe a good choice. Let's see. So divided by 40. He would be a 28 spot. We could probably do 27. So this guy would be a 27 spot if we did him. So Bulbasaur 15, Charizard 27. It's pretty large, actually. Okay, 27. Topps Charizard. That's an interesting one. Such an interesting card, don't you think? So that's a vintage Charizard from a long time ago. We can say PC3 Charizard. Okay. If Korean product is going up, you think Korean Moonbryon would be a good break? If I had one. So this guy is two of them are in the UK. That's inconvenient. Let's see. Well, it looks like it would be 500 plus an import fee of 0.1.5. Okay, so okay, and now yes, plus this number divided by 40. So this guy would be a 1 in 20. Topps Charizard 1 in 20. Here's what we got so far, guys. We're picking out a new rare candy. We got Bulbasaur, we got Charizard, we got the other Charizard. We got these Magikarps. I don't know what to think about them yet. I'm a big fan of Magikarp. Okay. So some Charizards. Charizards never lie. What else we got here? Galarian Moltres, very cool. Espeon VMAX, Magneton. Oh, that's the Magneton Pokemon Center. Ah, Pokemon Go Mewtwo. Ooh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Top Sard. Top Sard's not a bad range, is it? It's about 20 spots. He's also this cool transparent card. Kind of neat, huh? But yeah, I don't know. All right, let me set this here. I don't know if I saw anything that strongly stood out to me. What did you guys think of those slabs in that box? Not a very full box. I almost feel like we could combine the boxes. You like the Espeon? I think he's too expensive. Look, I said don't sell on this one. Oh, remember that? Look at this. These guys used to, look at that. Blake Santoro slab away. He must have sold it back to me or something. Look at that $220 Charizard. Wow. Ooh, I love this Kingdra. We got Gengar, Kingdra. Now these ought to just go into the Poke Vault, right? Kingdra's ought to go in the Poke Vault. There's another one of these Rayquazas. A second Charizard. Oh, Dark Magneton 9. We could start doing vintage 9 breaks. Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Over time, Team Rocket's Mewtwo is going to become a really good choice for a break, but I don't think he is right now. But these Kingdras might be good. What do you guys think of these Kingdras? Espeon is like 1K. I think that's possible. Here we are. I don't think we're going to be hosting that one. Here's 131 Kingdra. All right, so Kingdra. Hey, what's up, Tammy? How are you tonight? Tammy has graced us with her presence. Hello, Tammy. Divided by 40. So the Kingdra would be about 1 in 15. We could probably do a 1 in 14. Big fan of the Kingdra. What do you guys think of that one? I'm going to start working on orders in a second here. Oh, yeah, look. I got all these Rayquazas. Damn, dude. I got like 6 of the English ones, and then I got all of these Japanese ones. This was not a bad choice. Let's see. That's really expensive now. Ooh. Ooh. Melodic. That's interesting. Another Mewtwo, huh? We're trying to pick a rare candy. I want something that really pops. Something that makes me go, aha, this one's kind of cool. Groudon. Radiant Charizard might not be bad, actually. Pokemon Go is from 2022. That was 4 years ago. There were a lot of these Radiant Charizards back then. I think he's a cool card. All right, let's take a look at Radiant Charizard. Are you ready? We're going to say Radiant Charizard 011. We got 29 viewers. Oh, our cup spilleth over. How's it going, everybody? Happy Saturday night. I showed up a little late. I was hanging out with Karis, so we showed up about an hour late. What's this? Really? Ooh. Ooh, Daddy Likey. Let's see. Is this right? Oh, I'm liking this one a lot. I'm liking this one a lot. So he's 11,548 in the population, though. That's quite a few. So he's a bit more of a common card. But I'm liking his pricing. His pricing's good, man. I think we might host this one. Just get it started. Yeah. All right. I'm a fan of this price range on this Radiant Charizard. I should have picked up the Radiant Zard back then. Yeah, man. What were you thinking, man? This was accurate, right? Let me see. Give me a second. I'm being a little quiet for a second. I'm doing a little shopping. Now, let me see this real fast because I'm wondering if this guy is actually from China and he's not revealing that he's from China. China? All right. All right. So we're going to pick up a couple of these Charizards and then we're going to host a break on one. One of my favorite modern arts. I should have picked up Radiant Zard back then. He's not bad today. You could probably pick one up. It's kind of surprising he's so affordable, considering he's such a nice card. It's a shiny Charizard, and I don't think it's terribly cheap to open Pokemon Go anymore. He actually feels underpriced. So Radiant Charizard is my top choice for the rare candy. He could just be called a lightning break. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna say divided by 40. All right, so we're gonna make this into. Oops. No, close that. Ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm liking this one, guys. Transparent is different. I think more people would buy into it. I worry that the transparent one would get stuck a little bit. I think he's a little uglier than this one. They're like 200. I feel it's undervalued. It's a nice card. It definitely has a nostalgia to it. This one shall be 1 in 8 with the star spot. And there we go. It's not really a rare candy break. It's like another lightning break. What's this guy? 1 in 8 with the star. So this guy has 2 spots completed. I mean, I guess you just have options. We'll call this a moon break. Ta-da! So we're not going to call that a rare candy break. We're going to call that moon break. All right, new moon break. All right, Joseph Smith, 1 spot in the Sylveon. Would you like to go in the Charizard instead? Is he watching? I don't know if you would like to do that, but the Sylveon's over. Cardconomist has really expensive Pokemon cards existed before COVID hype. I started collecting just before COVID and just before Logan Paul's first event. I started collecting when Unified Minds came out. It was actually it was Detective Pikachu, then Unified Minds. All right, so he's going to jump into the Radiant Charizard, and I would be happy to host more of these if it's very popular. Here you go, Joseph. First one in. Ooh. Good. All right. So yesterday was pretty insane. It looks like tonight so far is pretty tame. No orders yet. I never thought a shield would be so expensive back then. 6 to 8 months, mister. I did it. Your boy Russ. Wow, that's a long time, man. You want to divide that by 12? Let's see what that is divided by 12. 5.6 years. Whew. That's a long time, man. Check it out, everybody. Thanks for being around for so long, man. Mr. Russ. All right, check that out. Azur Lane, first edition, English edition. We have a new product, everybody. Let's get this set up. Let's get this set up. Yeah, that's a long time, man. Member for 68 months. Ooh. Holy. Now we're going to jump down here to the West English. Azur Lane Volume 2, $8 coming soon. So I already had it set up. Good. So I can just hit go on that. And then we can go over here to products and choose all products. I'm a veteran now. Yeah, pretty much. All right. We'll choose add new product. And we're going to say, well, let's see how Tammy, or I don't want to say Tammy, but let's see how we have this formatted on the website. So we just type in Weiss here. English Weiss first edition Fearin. All right, we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. English Weiss first edition. Azur Lane. And this is Azur Lane Volume 2, is it not? I'm pretty sure it is, because Azur Lane Volume 1 is a dark box. Azur Lane Volume 2. All right, cool, man. Let's see how many packs are in a box. What's your favorite non-Pokemon pack to open? That's a great question, actually. um, when it comes to non-Pokemon packs, I don't mind opening anything. It's all fun. I love seeing big hits come out. I definitely appreciate old vintage top sets, that's for sure. Holy mommy, look at them boobies. Holy dude. But you know, like Tops Mario. Tops Mario is pretty cool. Then there's like Top Sonics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, 12 of these. 12 boosters per box. All right, that's what it's going to say. 12 boosters per box, regular price, $8. Publish. Wait, before we publish, let's get it into Y. Schwartz, English. Here we go. And now we're going to hit publish. Click. Isn't the Zard more of a lightning break? He is, but we already have a lightning break, so we're calling him a moon break. That's right, the moon. The moon is like a symbol we use when we run out of symbols. Okay, we're jumping over here to orders. Now, I know that this set's probably going to be pretty popular with some people, maybe like Jeff Leon. I should open some of this. I should open a box of this so I have some Gril cards for the Waifu Shuffle, right? We need some cards in the Waifu Shuffle. We're going to say Azur to English. Good. Oops. Bump that camera there. Give it a little bump. All right. Hey, we got 38 people watching. What's up, guys? Well, we were going through our boxes to pick a new rare candy, and we ended up picking this Charizard instead. I think he's a fantastic value. In this market, the price of this Charizard's really kind of impressing me right now. So I really like him. He's my top choice. All right, so he's the next break. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Any action, any craziness? Let's see if there's any action. Here's Nathan Gordon coming up. Nathan Gordon says, 6 of the hot 151 surprises. You got it, man. 151 surprise. The set that gives you a chance for Gengar, Pikachu. One of the coolest cards in the hobby. All right. Here we are. Very good. Throw this out. Ooh. What do we got? So we need 6 of these, huh? Nobody has had the bragging rights of pulling the Pikachu Gengar. It'd be cool to pull it tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Missing here. Nathan Gordon. Good luck, man. Snip number 1. We've got Raichu, Rhyhorn, Raichu, double Raichu, Jolteon, Kabutops, and Zubat. All right, Nathan. Just a rough round, man. Sorry. That's how it be, Mr. Nathan. That's how it do. You feel me, bro? So let's see if we can find your bag next. Where are we hiding, Nathan Gordon? Here's a Nicholas Pacheco. Nathan Gordon. You know, these end boxes are so freaking full. They're really hard to manage these days. Let's see. First of all, here's a Jonas Gordon bag. What's Jonas Gordon's bag doing over here? All right, we got a Nicholas Pacheco bag. We still got ship. There's a Nicholas Pacheco. I almost feel like what we ought to do is just give Nicholas Pacheco his own box somewhere. Where can we do that? Where can we cram a Nicholas Pacheco? Man, we could definitely cram him over here with the MAs. Let's take Mr. Nicholas Pacheco and give him his own place. Because that guy's taking up a lot of space. Can you guys hear the music? It's blasting. That's Patrick Brady. That bag's expired. Nicholas Bentz, Nicholas Bent. Oh, there's 2 Nicholas Bentz right here, huh? Look at these Nicholas Bentz bag. One says 425, that's expired. And then one says 426, that's brand new. Let's combine them. See, clearing up a little room in those boxes, and now I can see that. How's the cheaper pack break going? That would be Ancient Origins, and is halfway done. Here it is. Ba-doop. Welcome, guys. How you doing? How you guys feeling tonight? What's the feeling in the room? Here's a Nicholas Hayes. Oh, Mr. Gordon has his own box, doesn't he? Is that what it is? Let's see. Why am I not running into him? Maybe he needs a new box. Well, so let me do this now. Let me go ahead and write Nicholas Pacheco on this. Nicholas Pacheco. All right. How's the cheaper pack break going? What's your favorite non-Pokemon pack to open? I like these questions. Bring in the questions, guys. Who's got a question tonight? I feel like answering some questions. Who's got the best question? Oh, Nathan Gordon. Here's Nathan Norman. We got Nathan Norman, Nicholas Lloyd with an expired bag. What's with all these expired bags, man? Like, here's a Nicholas Stidham, and that bag's from 1024. Let's just get it out of here. All right, lots of expired bags taking up all the room. Here's an Intixo from 225. That's expired. Let's get that out of here. Here's a Nectaria Combos from 425. Look at all these bags, man. They're just like, I don't even want my cards. You can have them. I haven't had my own bag in a while. Small, recent bag. Perfect. That helps. All right, so now we know we're looking for a smaller bag, and it's recent. That would suggest it's probably near the front somewhere. Aha, there it is. Funny how those little details help me find it almost instantly. Isn't that interesting? We've had some really big movement in the end boxes recently. Inboxes are full. All right, look at this trick we're doing, Nathan. So we're doing this new trick where I put your name on the top of the bag, and that makes it much easier to find. How smart! 200 IQ, bro. All right, good. Who's next? We have an order from Mark J. Valerian. Can I do 10 pre-grades? May you also call me a good boy because I had a bad day at work. Ah, that sucks, man. You had a bad day at work. It's going to be all better, Mr. Mark. Let me grab this. It's going to get better. You're hanging out here now. It's already better. Yeah, people have bad days. Even I have bad days, guys. Let's see. All right. It's me, Slooms McKenzie. Contemplating whether to pick up your History of Z booster boxes. Ooh, don't try to buy a whole box of those without letting me know first, okay? Because there's been some insane price changes on those sets, and I would be curious to see what you already mentioned it. I'm just gonna go look. Hold on. I had somebody do that to me earlier. The price had changed, and some guy kind of jumped in and bought them all. And I kind of didn't like that because it's like, dang, dude, what are we doing on our history of these? Let's see. I probably shouldn't have let him do that. Then another guy tried to put one into slab away. Same idea. All right. So based off of this, you're welcome to buy a whole box of it. Go nuts. We're already up to date. All right. That's good. Slooms McKenzie. Whammy wham wazzle. I'm the potty worm. Yeah. When I feel the day is bad today, it will probably be worse tomorrow. Can you touch your toes? Yeah. Yeah, I can touch my toes. Eddie. Ooh, he's got one fat bag and he wants 10 pre-grades. Well, I guess what we should do is take a look at your best cards then. That's what we should really do. Let's take a look at your best cards, most valuable. Now, I don't have a perfect memory of every price of every card, but I should be pretty good at guessing. Like, that's not going to be too bad. Dedenne, Luxray's not bad. Dublé, Delibird, Stoofel, Houndoom's good. Persian's very good. Fracture, a couple Duskulls, Iron Moth, Blitzel's cool. Delibird. You already graded the Chrysalias. Okay. I would check. Well, I like these Team Rocket cards, but I'm not sure if they're necessarily your best. Whoa, only 24 viewers now. What happened? We had 38 a second ago. We are? All right, here's... Ooh, I do like that artwork. Garbodor. That's cute. I like that guy. Here's another Persian. That's an Altart, but I will just think about him for a second. Some of these Gengars. All right. Well, so far what I've gathered is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've gathered 6 cards for you to take a look at. And then you've got these cute guys. So this is 9. If you wanted to grade a round of those. We just need one more. I do like this card a lot. I like the weird ones. I really do. Okay. But we're looking for value. What about that Altart? You would think that the Altart would be a top choice, but I question it. How about a classic Pokemon? I like this Riolu. All right, so there we go. That's what we're going to go with, Riolu. He's cute. Riolu's popular. So I'm going to put this over here now. All right. It's Saturday night. How you guys feeling? Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you guys are feeling good. I value Mister with my heart. With your heart, we are. All Mark Valerians go to heaven. I'm going to make that the next movie. All right, you ready? You know, I never watched that movie, All Dogs Go to Heaven. I just know it was sad. I would give this just a flat 10, not a pristine. The edges are not good enough for the pristine. I'm feeling sleepy. Yeah, actually, I'm sleepy too, dude. I didn't take my nap. I usually take a nap before the stream, but today I did not take a nap, so I'm just like tripping balls over here. All right, now, Dust Noir. Centering is good. Okay, let's check the back. Ooh, you know, sadly, he's just not going to get it. You know, he came straight out of a booster box, and look at this crap on the card. Right here on the edge. So that, and then this here too. That tells me a lot, you know. Sometimes I buy Japanese singles, and the singles are like questionable condition, and I go, oh man, did they just give me their junk ones? Maybe not. Maybe they were just junk straight out of the box, you know? All right, let's see. This one's not perfect. Okay, I do like it though. This one's going to get a flat 10. How do rehydrate morels compare to fresh? I haven't eaten fresh morels since I was a kid, but when I was a kid, we ate a lot of fresh morels. And I feel like um, the rehydrated ones had a very plain flavor. They felt smaller and they had a different texture, for sure, a different texture. Oh, it's got it on this edge right here. Oh, man. That's rough. That sucks. We're going to say 9 on this guy. Okay. Here's Persian. Really good card. I love this Persian. Don't you guys love this? But look, he's got this edge issue right there and right up there too. Wow. So Pokemon's got an issue with the edge for some reason, huh? I'm going to declare this one a 9. Here's the Rowlet. How's Rowlet looking? Centering's looking not so bad. I wouldn't call it perfect though. All right. Good. No issue on this one. Crazy. Okay, looking good. It's actually got pretty good. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Zoom in. Wait a second. That's no good. All right, we've identified an issue with the Rowlet, so Rowlet's probably going to be a 9. Really got to be looking to catch those little things, you know? We're not like grading these for a minute. We're grading them in just a couple seconds, really. I met a Japanese girl who says she prefers Black Magician over Pokies. Black Magician? What? He got to make his Doug Trio disappear? Let's see. Hey, baby, I know a magic trick. So this one has, it has the imperfect edges on top. But then it also has this issue. It's got it here, but it's really subtle. And I wonder if they will not notice it here. So it's got the same scuffing issue on that side of the card. I'm betting they have a machine. So I'm going to mark this one as a 10 minus. 10 minus, meaning I'm nervous about that one. Here's Houndoom. Centering is good. Same here. It also has the scuffing on the right side, but it's very subtle. Look at this problem at the top lip. Check that out right there. Isn't that weird how that, look at how it breaks there. I don't think that that causes it to lose a grade, but with BGS, I think it will never pass as like a pristine. So don't send it with BGS. This one's going to get a 10 minus. I don't like that scuffing on the edge, but it's very subtle on that one. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, it's looking pretty clean so far. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not perfect. All right, hold on. Here, we're going to have a white edge right there. See that? So I would anticipate a 9 on this luxury. I'm telling you guys, when you see PSA 10, you just don't know how hard it is to get those 10s sometimes. This is all fresh products straight out of the boosty packs. And look how tough these are coming in. So this one does have a centering issue. Thin on the right side. We're going to check the back as well. That's so funny because it doesn't have the scuffing on the right side. So you finally get a card with no scuffing on it, right? But then it's off center. So let's zoom in. All right, so you can see it's thinner over here. The question is it thin enough to throw off the grade? I don't know. It might still pass. I think it's too off center. I do. You can see it up top too. See that? I feel like that's too much. I will call this 9.5 because I think it's pretty close to the borderline. All right, you can still send it out to test it, but it might be right on the edge of 45, 55. Now you got these 3 top loaders. Let's re-top load some stuff. Hey, let me have one more look at this guy, huh? Let me have one more look. No, he's good. He didn't have it. He doesn't have the scuffing. So you got this guy. He's presumably a 10. Okay, good luck. 9.5, 9, 10 minus, 10 minus, 9, 9, 9, 10. So you got a little 10 on this guy, presumably. So we're anticipating a potential 10 on the dust clops. And then I'll put this Houndoom or I'm going to put the Persian in. I think the Persian looks nicer. Persian's pretty cool. I don't know which one actually goes for more money, but man, that Persian looks really fun. There you go, Mark J. Valerian. That's 10 pre-grades, everybody. Pre-grades are $3 per card. Thank you, Mr. Mark. All right. I don't recommend BGS for any of those. Don't send any of those to BGS. BGS will eat you up. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Very good, very good. All right. Ta-da! Persian looking out ominously like Batman. He looking like Batman to me, too. Eric Colburn, 6 fortnights. What? 6 fortnight? I heard that they got Overwatch and Fortnite now. Is that true? And they made their butts look good. Is that right? They made the girls' butts look big, thick, juicy, succulent, fat, booty butt, booty sweat, booty juice, bootylicious. That was all over my TikTok and my Instagram. I was getting, oh man, look at Fortnite Overwatch. Look at these booty cheeks. Oh, mama. Sounds wrong when you say I drink your milkshake. That's that famous line from There Will Be Blood. It is. That was when Eli comes crawling back to the protagonist saying, oh, will you come drill our oil, please? I need money real bad, bro. He doesn't say why. I don't think he does. And he's like, sure, but you have to denounce God. So then Eli, who's been this really obnoxious preacher who is sort of like the antagonist to the main character, Eli goes, oh yeah, I'm a false preacher and there is no God. And then once the protagonist, if you want to call him that, once the Scrooge character is satisfied, he says, you don't have any oil. He says, I stole all your oil from the other oil well. It is drainage. That's what he says. He shouts it at him. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Oh, here we go. We got a hit. Ooh. We are. Far out, man. So he gets him to denounce God, and then he gloats over him that he has no oil. You don't have any oil in your oil wells. We took it already. Wow. What a really ruthless guy. He wants his revenge. He doesn't just want to beat him up. He really wants to destroy that guy. Here it is. All right. Good. That's gradable. And if that grade's 10, it might be worth over $1,000. You have to look it up on eBay. There's Mercy's healing rod, and people are chasing people with the rods. What? Hell no, dude. Keep away from me with that rod, bro. All right. Good. Dude, he even compared him to his brother, too. He was like, your brother was better than you. Dude, it was some nasty stuff, man. He was beating him up real hard. That show ends so abruptly and so horribly. It is. All right. No happy ending for those characters. All right. Very good. And that's for Eric B. Colburn. Eric picking up the holographic card. Congratulations. This is a fish stick. He's not bad either. If you grade this and it gets 10, it's actually a pretty good card. Even non-hollow, it's pretty good. Now the question is, where am I going to find your bag, Mr. Eric? Are you over here? Eric Rodriguez is. Evar, Eric Tang, Eric Martinez. Did you need a new bag? Eric B. Colburn. Did you need a new bag, Mr. Eric B. Colburn? Did you already have a box? Did you have a box? Let's see. No? No? Okay. How about back here? I see a bag back here. Eric B. Colburn. You son of a bitch. Here it is. I'm in. All right. You had this guy already. Now you got two. Whoa. Mr. Love says, happy endings. I'm a sad ending kind of guy. I like it when the endings are bad. What about you guys? Do you like it when the endings are good or when the endings are bad in movies and TV shows? I can't stand it when it's like oh, and then they lived happily ever after. You mother. You know what I mean? So boring. So boring, bro. Oh, yeah. I'm a little bit of a movie buff. No, I'm not. There you go. I have a bag. Yes, you do. It's all the way at the back. I just put it back there again, okay? Sergio L12, 151, surprise. All right, we got this Mew. We got this Darkrai. We got this Pipichu. He's really expensive. We got this Sandy Squirrel. Let's get this Mew into the Poke Shuffles. $70, huh? What's that, 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jeffrey Epstein's favorite number. Ugh, dark. Bad endings are definitely a sign of troubled upbringing. Yeah, probably. It is. 052. Mew. Or maybe I'm just not some normie, bro. Oh, I want the hero to win. Boring. We are. What are you going to learn from that? What are you going to learn from the hero winning? Nothing. Nothing to learn from that. The hero always wins. I've watched enough movies that I've seen the hero win like a quadrillion times, okay? How about some bad guys get to win for once? I never get to see the bad guys win. Let the bad guys win. Now you're talking. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ooh. All right, 18. We're going to say number 1930, Sandy Cheeks. T10. This is a chase card. They're all chase cards in here, to be honest. Maybe Homelander wins. Yeah, how about Homelander wins? That'd be cool. Obviously, he's going to lose. But wouldn't it be interesting if he actually won? That'd be cool. Now he's going to lose. Everybody doesn't like him, so we're all going to get to see him lose. Lame. Yeah, a lot of the hits in this box are like $80 or $100. The other bruh. Really big cards in there. All right, now, Sergio, 5 of the 151. Surprise. Here you go, Sergio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Radiant Charizard is the new break. He is the moon break, and I think he's actually really good. I think the value is there. Instead of that, I'm a fan. Tossing this. What do we have? Oh, Psychic Attica Sham. Goes on, goes on, goes on. Here's Parasect. Here's Hypno. Here's Arachu. And here's Tangela. What are some signs of being from a bad childhood? Ow. What do you guys think? I think being tough as hell, maybe. I don't know. Drinking excessively. Opening Pokemon cards. That's Sergio L12. You ready, Sergio? I think being from a bad childhood made me a skeptic. I'm a naturally skeptical person. I just kind of assume the worst. Yeah. Maybe he wins and it leads to a sequel 100 years into the future. That would be interesting. Yeah, the show, you can't recreate The Boys without the two main characters. You know, they want to do these spin-offs, but it's just not going to work. The spin-offs are not going to have any flavor to them because we're really there for Butcher. Oi, oi, oi. Oi. We're there for Butcher. We're there for the Homelander guy. That is the show. They're fun. They hate each other. You know, they're like opposites. I love it. Really enjoyable. They can't recreate that. They can't recreate that. It can't be done. What do you guys think? Hey, I brought a box in here, didn't I? Did I bring a box in here? Yeah, I brought a box in here that I thought would be a fun gym break. All right, how about this guy for a gym break? Marvel 3. Let's see what Marvel 3 gym break would look like for those of you working on your gym cards. So this would be a $30 gym break. Or if it was a three-way, which we could do that, it would be $20. What do you guys think? 21 in 3. So this could be a three-way gym break. And it would give us a chance to see some Marvel cards get opened. If you're looking for a bit of fun, if you're looking for some action, wake up and Mr. doing a morning stream. What? All right. Yeah, it's a little bit late, isn't it? This is definitely early morning. Eddie Mendoza's back. He's ready to get hurt again. He says 2 live customs. Hey, what's up, man? All right, good luck in the live customs, man. Eddie is ready to get hurt again. He goes straight into live customs. If I order $20 shipping, will it ship quicker? Uh, expedited shipping. I could do that for you, maybe. 1, 2, 3. I don't think you should though. I think you should save the money. I think you should save your money. Just go with the slower shipping. That's what I recommend. Okay, we got Matang. And nothing. All right. Eddie, I watched you get burned pretty harsh last night, so we gave you some bonuses if I recall. Yeah. We put you, we put you into the giveaway slab, and then we get you like 3 spots in the second chance break. So you got a serious shot at that now. All right, let's see. Aha. There we go. Run this away. We got a new item on the menu. If you guys didn't catch it earlier, some of you might have just joined, but we have a new item on the menu. Please use my store credit for Cyberway, says Mr. Eddie. Yes, sir. That's Eddie Mendoza. See this right here? This is the new set. It's Azur Lane Volume 2 in English, first edition. Seems I've forgotten my password and tried to reset it, but not getting the email. For the website? Website updated. Oh, why, thank you, Tammy. Mister, I finally got the 12th Durant full art. They just released the simplified Chinese set with the... Finally. There you go. Oh, I got hiccups. What the hell? Tammy, I got hiccups. How do I solve it? What's your trick for solving hiccups quickly, Tammy? Tammy's probably got a remedy. She's very wise. All right. Store credit, slab away. That's second chance. Here's store credit. Holding my breath. I finally got the 12th. Oh, I already read that. Let's see. Oh, no. No yawning. Oh, I know what it is. It's the $40 store credit from yesterday. Haha. Blah, blah. Listen to that music, man. Give heavier Siggy to NHCC. Good thing I wrote that down, man, because otherwise I would definitely forget that over and over again. Let's jump over here. Can I check my bag for Onyx giveaway? Yes, but I don't think it's going to be $20 worth, is my suspicion. All right, so Eddie Mendoza. We're jumping over here. And here's your stuff. This will go down to $265. 305 to 265. There you go. $40. Very nice. All right, good. All right, now can you check my bag for giveaway? Chris, you really just have like one card in here. Here it is. So the here it is. The trade break is a $20 break, so you'll need a couple more cards than that. Good. Welcome, guys, to the late night Saturday stream. Yesterday was pretty crazy, wasn't it? Ooh, look at that Zacian. Should we put him back in? I don't think we should. We got a Medizu break as well. So look at these interesting gem breaks. We got a Medizu break, first edition Kickstarter, chance for that crazy Mothman. And we got Marvel Volume 3. So we got two things going on. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. My bad, I forgot I shipped. Here's Tree Herder. Let's get him into the other shuffle. He can go in for 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's put him in for 4. Let's put him in for 4. Who wants Tree Herder anyways? He's a big stinky guy. Okay. All right. Did you guys do anything interesting today for Saturday? I'd love to hear about your days. I went out. Karis and I went out to a Lake of the Ozarks Renaissance Fair. It's their second year hosting it. And you could feel some energy there, but it was pretty small. Tree Herder T9. But that really wasn't too bad of a deal. The fact that it was a bit of a smaller Renaissance fair. The real problem is that they hosted it in a very large park, but the park had no tree shade. And it was 85 degrees out with the sun just blazing. There was no clouds, straight up, cut the hair off your head, singed the hair off your head, sunlight. It was hot. So we were walking around and we're like getting overheated pretty fast. We're like, holy dude, we're getting roasted out there. And 85 is not even as hot as it gets in Missouri. It gets much hotter than that, obviously. But, if you're going to go to a fair, you kind of want to enjoy yourself. You're not out there doing construction or anything. You kind of want to enjoy yourself. I went out to a Georgian restaurant. Oh, interesting. Tell me about it. All right. I think that's it. I think the queue is open. Let me hit refresh. So we are caught up on the queue right now, guys. If you're looking to place an order, have any fun, get lucky tonight. Other than that, I can work on these slabs. Let's see. What does this say? Cross grade. Ooh. I graded this and it almost got a 10. Huh. Something gave this a 9, huh? Hmm. I would say this is a pretty important card. And I think it is worth taking the time and the effort to cross this with like CGC. So this is definitely a cross. Oh, it says 800. I purchased it. Oh, cross grade to CGC. It is worth the effort to do the cross grade because we want to know if it has a chance to turn into a gem 10 or even if we got even luckier, maybe a pristine 10. Michael Ibarra, he says 10 pokey shuffles. Who? Mister, you should have used your bull cards to build a canopy to cover the fair. Yeah, so it was only their second year hosting it. Actually, it's open tomorrow too, but I think it's going to be just as hot tomorrow. It's going to be sweltering. And so I have some thoughts. Maybe if they have a website, I'll go to their website and give them some thoughts. But the very first thing I noticed was for how hot of an event it was, they had no sprinklers anywhere. They had no way for you to cool down if you were in an emergency overheating situation. See, a lot of places like the zoo, they have that. They have water fans, mist fans. If you go to like, like a big amusement park, they'll have all kinds of water locations for you to cool down, which is kind of essential on a hot day because if you really do start to overheat, you get like heat stroke or heat exhaustion. You can die from exposure. They just didn't have that. I was like, what are they doing, dude? That's a liability just waiting to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not that hard to imagine because you got all these people walking around in costumes, right? Like there were actually a lot of people in Renaissance costumes. And I was just looking at them going, holy Jesus, dude, you got to be roasting in that. And they were sweat pouring down their faces. So they hosted the event way too late into the summer. It should have been hosted in April at the latest because they could have hosted it in March. Oh, Michael Ibarra, straight cold round, Mr. Michael. I'm sorry, man. We need to have a bonus card for people to get that straight cold round. Let me get you a bonus card, Michael. Here you go, Michael. Let's see what we got. What's a junk pack? A junk pack, they're very popular. They're $3. They contain nothing but junk. People buy them all the time. Here you go, Michael. Let's get you one of these. We'll get you two of these, okay? We'll get you two bonus cards, all right? Minister, you should have used your book card. Anyways, so I was really surprised to how late into the season they hosted the event. It should have been done in the spring. And then I was really surprised by the lack of trees. They kind of hosted it in a big open field kind of park instead of a really tree covered park. In fact, at first, it almost seems like the Renaissance Fair is really small until you realize many of the booths are way in the back where there's a line of trees by a creek. So all of the Renaissance Fair carts are all competing to get under shade. And I felt bad for the ones that couldn't get in the shade. So there were plenty that could not get in the shade. But it was interesting also because they lacked sort of like some basic fair infrastructure that you'll want to have. Like they didn't have like benches. They didn't have like a canopy with benches or a fan or anything. So, typically when you go to a fair, they've got all this stuff. They got benches, they got Johnny on the spots, they got all that. But this Ren Fair didn't have any of that stuff. Sure. They only charged us $24 for both of us to get in too. So cheap. $12 each. I was like, wow, you guys aren't charging anything. So I was thinking, it's like they could definitely charge more. There you go, Michael. Sorry for the cold round. If you get another cold round like that in that box, we'll put you into the second chance break, okay? Any Riftbound packs? Yes, we've got Riftbound Unleashed, the latest set. We also carry where'd it go? We carry the other set too. Here it is. Spirit Forged. All right. So I'm enjoying these League of Legends sets. I think they're pretty cool, and they're probably going to be a permanent stay on our menu from here on out. I like it. It's League of Legends. That's serious business to me. Serious business. Did you guys miss this? If you're looking for a gym break, we've got this right here. It's a triple gym break. $20 buy-in might be a good way to buff your gym break card and enjoy some Marvel cards. All right, Michael. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Who else is here? Let's see. Anyways, as I walked through the medieval realm, I couldn't help but noticing, holy Jesus, it's the whitest Ren Fair I've ever been to. Not a single person of color. It was so white, I felt like something bad had happened, and like I don't know, like they created some sort of whites only town or something. It's such a bizarre feeling because again, I grew up in St. Louis. I lived my entire life in the St. Louis region. And we only moved out here like 6 years ago. And it's kind of mixed out here in Camdenton, Missouri. But you go to this place, Eldon, Missouri, up the road, and it's even more remote. It's even more like farmland, right? Pure white. It's like only Irish, only Irish, only German, nothing else. Only Irish German. And it's so bizarre to see it. It's like, wow, we really are just kind of like in the sticks or something. It's like Mr. Miss the Melanin. I don't know if that's the word to describe it, but it feels very bizarre to be in a place that feels so homogenous. Because America doesn't feel that homogenous in general. Like go to the mall, watch the movies, listen to our music. It's not that homogenous. But you go to this little town, Eldon, Missouri, and it's like strictly one group of people. Everyone looks exactly alike. It's like, whoa, I haven't seen this in so long. Tone says, do I go to the website and buy the packs? Yes, sir. That's how it works. Yes, sir. Michael Galindo's here. He wants a round of shipping. All right, Michael, let's go find your stuff. The way it works is you open packs until you feel like you want to ship, and then you order a round of shipping. Here's Michael. He's ordering a round of shipping. What I generally recommend that you hold off from shipping until you get like a hit, until you get a card that you definitely want to send home. So I wouldn't buy the shipping until you're sure that you're done shopping. In the meanwhile, you're allowed to keep your stuff over here for up to 1 full year. So we will store your bag over here for up to a year, and we go live every day. So you can just come back whenever you want and keep adding to your bag. Mister, pin the website. The website's not pinned? We got to get that website pinned. Hold on, let's get the website pinned. I thought I did that. You know what? I bet I dropped the website into. Wait, it's pinned. It's pinned right now. Well, let me look. Yeah, it's pinned. Isn't it pinned? Website is pinned. Oh my God, I was going crazy there. You got me. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're setting you up, Mr. Michael. Let's get you shoot. Yo, 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 is Michael Galindo. Websites are there at the bottom of the chat. Yeah, maybe it's normally at the top. Take a second and smash that like button for me if you guys would like. We can get it up to 20 likes now. We're real close. I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy in here. Let's go grab his email. Did you guys like yesterday's stream when Alex Silva opened up like 80 packs of the Upper Deck Halo? How crazy was that? That was nutso, man. All right, Michael. Now, Michael, if you had any slabs, I don't add them into the shipping yet. They get added at the time that they get packed. So all we do here is we just print the label, and then that label is going to be handed off to Miss Alexis. How many spots left on the mega sub list? 5 spots remain. Remember, that's for Shining Tyranitar. He's serious business. Actually, I'm looking at that Shining Tyranitar, and I'm thinking we don't need that Alakazam because we got Shining Tyranitar. So why should we have those two cards competing with each other, All right, very good. I don't know. On the other hand, the Tyranitar is much more expensive than the Alakazam. I can't make up my mind. All right. Yeah, like the Alakazam can be finished in 36 $40 spots. All right. Setting this over here. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Appreciate it. Michael's order is complete. Who's next? Who's got an order? Let's see. Just bought some Riftbound packs. Ooh, let's take a quick look. All right, here it is, Mr. Anthony. How do I say your last name? Anthony Panagua? Panagua, maybe? Paniagua? All right. Let's put that there. And you want 5 of the Unleashed and 5 of the Spirit Force. Paniagua. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5. I like to say people's names right. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. You pronounced it right. I don't I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. All right, nice to meet you. Look at you. You just jumped right in. I like it. Now, normally we'd have a little bonus giveaway card for you, but I can see we don't have one set up. So why don't I do this for you tonight? Tonight, for the bonus, for your first time order, I'm going to put you directly on the giveaway slab without you having to trying to get on. So we'll just give you a direct spot on it. Okay, snip of this. Have you watched our channel before, Mr. Tones? Snip of this. Good. Ooh. Throwing this away. Ready? What do we got? We've got Bone Skewer and Would You Master. Would You Master? Okay, one. Oops. Here's Yeti Brawler, Diana, Pride Stalker. Ooh. Okay. All right. These out of the way. So we're starting with the new set, Unleashed. I know Tammy's watching. Tammy's going, ooh, here's Scuttle Crab and Shard of Undoing. Oh, the Shard of Undoing, you say. Not to be confused with the Shard of Redoing. Here's the list, Clash of Giants, Zillion Time Mage. Zillion? Okay. Boop. And what we got here? We've got Walking Roost, Poopy, and Zerath. Ah, but also this Mind Rune, huh? Okay, Mind Rune. That's cool. And I'll put Poopy in the front. Okay. Kind of a quiet stream tonight, huh? You guys tired? Are you guys poopy? How you feeling tonight, guys? What's the mood? Here's Rek'Sai, Void Burrower, and Irelia. Irelia. No Six, or Alex, or Tyler. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you can't expect everyone to be in the stream for 7 days a week. In fact, the only person you can expect to be there for 7 days a week is me. You are? Because I'm the host. Grand Duelist, Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel? Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. You are? Didn't the Catholics have a... What was the Catholic Guardian Angel's prayer? Oh, I don't remember it. That's a really niche one. The Catholics had a guardian angel prayer. Hextech, Lucian. Ooh, I'm usually around. It pulls out the boob emoji. All right, Lucian. Here's Poros Nex, Longsword, and Azir. Ooh, Azir. Very cool. All right. Yeah, so much quieter without those guys. Let's see. That just gives you guys more. Ooh, there's the cover art. Blade Dancer. Oh, and Riposte. Chilling, playing some Alpha Sapphire. What? You're playing Pokemon? Mister looked at those Poro snacks a bit too long. What Poro snacks? All right, now, Anthony, you're going to get a new bag. This is your first time bag, too. How cool is that? So all your pulls go into here, like this. And we'll write your name on the front. Anthony Paniagua. We're going to say 5.26 for May. And so this bag should be shipped before 5/27. That's a year later. So you get a lot of time to add stuff to the bag. You don't have to ship until you want to. It's $9 to ship, and you can keep going until you land a big hit. And then you go, oh, good, now I can ship out. Okay, so that's how we do it over here. We've been hosting this stream for 7 years. Very successfully, I might add. Tonight's a little slow, though, huh? We're getting these slow nighttime streams. Really remarkable. There we go. Good. Oof. Very nice. All right, let's get these rotated. Here's Pikachu. A little slow, a little quiet. One to the dome. That's 180. Here's Magnezone. Here's Topps Halo Master Chief for 500. See, I don't think anyone's going to buy that until it crosses. I think this one does have to cross. Then people will be like, oh, now it's good because it's a PSA holder. That tells you a lot, you know, about grading with SGC. You can't do it. You got to grade with PSA, guys. People don't want your SGC slabs. SGC is a hard sell, man. I've tried. I have tried to make it work with SGC. Delete that. And then what do we got over here? The queue is open. Mister, look at those Poro stacks. The queue is open. Let's go ahead and grab another regrade slab. So over here, we have this really off-center Seeking. Look at that. It's got this big yellow border. It looks straight on the front, though. Do you think this could get a minor miscut? I'd really like it to get minor miscut. Error, maybe. I would like it to get minor miscut error. Okay. Send in those orders. I'll work on this while you guys are thinking about what you want to open. We could talk about it, too, about what's hot. We got Ancient Origins, the booster pack break, Ancient Origins. I believe it has about 5 spots left. There we are. We got a brand new Charizard break. One person's already in there. It's only 8 spots. It's Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go. Really nice. We had that big Sylveon go off yesterday. That was cool, huh? But I like the Charizard, too, even though he's not as expensive as the Sylveon. You know why? Because I'm looking at his price going, how's this price not higher? With everything going on in the hobby right now, some really crazy prices, man. Just crazy prices. I was watching top 10 Pokemon auction of the week. So you guys ever watch that? It's a great video. I was watching top 10 Pokemon auction of the week, and he was showing off. We are. So we're hoping for minor miscut. He was showing off some really fantastic card auctions. One of them he showed off was the Legendary Collection Psyduck, sold for $20,000. And I had bought it for $5,000 only about 6 months ago. Minor miscut. All right, there it goes. Anyways, so I couldn't believe that. Would you guys like to see that? I'm going to show that off to you guys for a second, okay? Just got another 10. Oh, sweet, dude. All right, look at that. He's making the night special already. He just joined. So check this box out. I believe this Mewtwo sold too, didn't he? How much did this Mewtwo go for? I got mine for 1,800 on 622. Here's my Kabuto King Kabuto. All right. Making me the king of Kabutos. Here's Gyarados, but he's a 6. I had a chance to buy him as a 10 in the past. I didn't. Womp. Dark Raichu. Lovely. Arcanine. This was a lucky purchase, wasn't it? This was a lucky purchase. Just $2,000 on 122. Wow. So cheap. Back then, that wasn't considered cheap. Back then, that was considered blasphemously expensive. Check these out. I got 3 of these bad boys. Did you put the new guy on the giveaway? Oh, yes. I told him I was going to do that, but I didn't actually finish doing that. Thank you for reminding me. And then this Alakazam, which I got for $1,000. Ooh, cool. So those are some of my legendary collection cards. I used to have more, but I sold them. I shouldn't have. Oops. But I do have the 3 legendary collection Charizards, so that's going to top me off. Just wanted to show those off for a second. I didn't see the Psyduck in there. I wonder where the Psyduck is. He must be in a different box. Now, let's get you into that giveaway. We got a giveaway going on. Where's that giveaway? Ah, here it is. There we go. Pulling this out. So, Mr. Anthony, we usually have a giveaway going, and you're going to get a spot on here, a guaranteed spot. Normally, you have to fight for a spot because it's your first time order. Paniagua. There we go. All right. Very good. So now you have a 1 in 20 odds to pull that knocked out for free. All right. What do we got going on next? We do have an order from Joseph Smith. Okay, give me a second. Click on this. 1 Donald Trump pack. I'll take 1 Trump pack. How do you guys think that his trip? Oh, wait, that's Animal Crossing. How do you guys think that his trip to China went? Do you think Taiwan is cooked? Poor Taiwan. Xi Jinping is like, we want Taiwan really bad. So bad. There we go. All right. First time I don't see Tyler in chat. Gonna have to let him go. Unreliable mod. No, I'm just kidding. Tossing this. All right, Joseph Smith. What do we got here? We've got Playboy, 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 Playtoy, Playboy, and Playboy. All right, there it is. Joseph Smith. No Donald Trump in that pack. You can pull a vintage Donald Trump out of these. That's why they're on the menu. And if it grades, if it grades well, it actually sells for a lot of money. So it's a really interesting thing to open. And I added it to the menu some time ago, and they've been selling for a long time now. There it is. You can try to pull one yourself. There's a super rare version of the card you can pull. It's a it's a rainbow version. Mr. Anthony, it's your turn next, right? All right. So Anthony sent in another order. This time he's going to ask for 10 of the Unleashed. All right, you got it, man. 10 Unleashed. Let's get it. So we're going deep on the new Riftbound set, everybody. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. What the hell? Ready to snip? Good night to work on the slabs, probably. What do you guys think? Snipping one of these. Look at that big Pikachu slab. Snipping one of these. Snipping one of these. Okay, snipping one of these. And snipping one of these. What's that? New slabs? Yeah, where are the new slabs? I want some new ones. Yeah, we got some slabs that are for sale on the table that haven't really been for sale in a while. Or never were for sale, like this guy right here for 400. All right, here goes. So we've got Conscription, Scorn of the Moon. Oh, this appears to be a rarer card. What is this? Champion Unit, Master Yi. Ooh, cool, man. I wonder how we see rarity on these cards. What I notice is it's a textured rare. All right, it says UNL. Ooh, look at the back of the card. So I think that's a hit. I'm still learning these cards myself, Mr. Anthony. So I'm still learning how they work. All right, here's Death from Below, Katarina. Catalina sauce. I just want me some Catalina. What Pokemon card set do you guys think is the hot thing to open right now? Honestly, I think a lot of people are just waiting for the new set at this point, right? Who's waiting for the new set now? Vault Breaker, Bashful Bloom, Gutter Palace. Gutter Palace. It is. I like it. Good. Oops. Here's the Bashful Bloom. Good. All right, all right, all right. Here's Black Rose Dignitary, Scuttle Crab, Master Yi. Okay. All right. Here's Wuju Apprentice, Keeper of the Hammer, and Honey Fruit. He's got a Devil Fruit. I'm excited for Chaos Rising. Yeah, exactly. So we're in between sets right now, and we know Chaos Rising's coming out soon. So I suspect some people are waiting for that. Here's V, Trevor Snoozebottom, Kha'Zix, Mutating Horror. Kha'Zix, I went to Target today, and of course, I went over to the card section. I always do. I like to understand how the market's feeling. And you know what? The shelves were pretty full. They were full of Perfect Order, which I guess wasn't as popular of a set. Hold on, let me have a little cough here. They were full of Perfect Order packs. It really stood out to me because it made me really think all this Pokemon boom, might not just be Logan Paul's whole $16 million Pikachu sale. Some of it might just be the fact that Pokemon's been putting out hit after hit after hit after hit. I mean, we got Mewtwo, we got Venusaur, coming out of Mega Evolution. We got Prismatic. Ooh, here we go, another hit over here. We got the Prismatic. Now we got the Ascended Heroes, Ivor and Nurturer. Ooh, cool looking card, man. All right. So Pokemon's just been putting out hit after hit after hit after hit. And now they put out a set that actually doesn't have good cards in it, or at least, it doesn't have like a top 10 Pokemon in it. And what do you know? The shelves are full. And by the way, this target is not a slow target. This is a full traffic target. I mean, the parking lot's virtually always full. You walk in, you got to wait in line for things. It's a busy target. Here's Master Yi and Blood Rose. So there's plenty of people who could buy the perfect order. They just chose not to. Pretty interesting. All right, I like it, Mr. Anthony. Good deal, man. Let's grab your bag. Okay. Waiting for Pitch Black. Hey, we will take perfect order. I love the set. Yeah. Well, I don't buy any cards at Walmart or Target. Um, I just like to see how it's moving. I like to see if it's busy. I like to see if it's empty because that's usually a strong. It's a strong predictor for pack demand here on the table. That's the trade slab. Great night for a trade. If you got a bag full of cards, tell me what you want to trade. Here's Meowth. Meowth. All right, and here's the extremely expensive Mimikyu. This is an error Snorlax. Look at the crimp. Okay, cool. Crimp. Crimping. Crimp walk. What's this? Larvitar with the flap folding over. Let's fix that, huh? Didn't this guy need a price update? I swear we're supposed to price update him. $150 is probably too cheap. This is actually a Rocket Returns Larvitar. You guys know that set, Rocket Returns? It is a dangerous set. It's one of the most expensive Pokemon card sets. Where'd my stickers go? My lord, I can't find them. All right, well, let's get some more stickers. How do you lose your stickers? We will take perfect order, waiting for Pitch Black. Oh, what's this? That's not a sticker. Tossing that away. Wait, do I need more like price stickers? Oh my God, I need more price stickers. Oh, wait, give me a second, guys. I'm going to go get them. Price sticker time. All right, I grabbed a fresh marker while we were at it. Here we go. By the way, Mr. Anthony, we got plenty of those Rift Bounds left, so there's no shortage on those. There. Okay. Fresh marker. And I like to store these stickers under here. Grab that guy. Like that. Now, what do you guys think of this Larvitar, huh? What do you guys think of this Larvitar? He probably gonna be cheap. He might not have changed in price. Black deck. All right, black deck Larvitar. $660. Holy moly. Let me check last sold though. So it looks like the one we were basing ours off of, the $150 one, that one's sold. Now the only ones remaining are $660 from Japan, plus $100 shipping. Wow. That's crazy, dude. That is really crazy. Let me have a quick cough though. I'm coughing like so much right now. I don't know why. I wasn't coughing very much today until I got to this room. Super annoying. I'm sure this just dries my throat out, all the talking we do here. Now, let's put this here. So the cheapest one on the internet is 660. I'll do. I tell you what. Let's go look up the English version of the card. How about that? How about that? Let's look up Larvitar returns. Because if it's cheaper in English, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, actually, take a look at this. So here's the exact card in English, $150. So, what I will do, because the other one's gone. The one that was in Japanese that was 150. We're gonna say 200 on this one. You're allergic to Pokemon cards. That would be crazy. Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be nuts, man. All right, what we got going on now? Snip of this. And all right, a little bit of a slow Saturday night. I'm gonna show this off one more time. Move it to my right. I'm gonna collapse these boxes. Look at that. Next round of Riftbound is a fresh box. And look at this. Next round of Spirit Forge Riftbound is also a new box. Ta-da! Mr. Anthony out here keeping us busy. I love it. All right. We got all kinds of new product, guys. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but we got all kinds of new stuff. You are to satisfy your hunger for pack opening. Like The Boys. Did you guys open any of this? We're down to our last booster box of The Boys. So we sold through 2 boxes pretty fast, actually. This is still selling like hotcakes. That's still really good. Yu-Gi-Oh! V. Is this still 7.5 or is this 8 now? I think it's still 7.5. Let's see. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7.5. Okay, it's still 7.5. That's good. So The Boys, DK, Magic, Celebrations is 60 now, isn't it? Let's fix that. So we open a fresh box of Celebrations, a fresh UPC, and so we got plenty of those again. But they cost a little more. They're 60 now. Well worth the money, I suppose. Here's Dreamlike Oceans. We got a lot of Final Fantasy Dreamlike Oceans. That's also fresh. And now we have to add a new pack to the roster. Give me a second. First edition English Azur Lane is in. This is English edition. Here it is. Azur Lane is extremely popular. It's a very sexy waifu set. A lot of sexy girls in here. I'm a big believer in the girl card collector theory that there's a lot of guys out there that will spend money on booby cards. All right. Let's see. Nikkei. We still got plenty of the Nikkei. That's not sold through. Do I restock Nikkei? Oh, look. Azur Lane's actually cheaper than Nikkei. That's very interesting. So this one's the cheapest of the 3 right now. I heard people had mixed feelings about Pitch Black. What's Pitch Black? Oh, the new set. Pitch Black. Have people already opened it? I know there's people who like open it early and they're not supposed to. There we go. It looks like Mega Darkrai ate too much and he's bloated. Oh, we are. Hey, that's not very nice. So next up, we're going to take a look at the website queue. Here's actually, wait a second. I know we had the Gmail go off for a second. What was that? The Gmail going off. Let's see. So it looks like a fresh website order is what it was. So then let's jump over to the website and hit refresh. Another 10. I love it. But first, we're going to have a very large Tammy order. She ordered 2 minutes ago, and she says, Tammy's coming in with 20 packs of Spirit Forge and 10 packs of Unleashed. So you've awakened the beast, Mr. Anthony. Miss Tammy's jumping in here with you. So here's Unleashed. She's getting 10 of these. Tammy saw you having fun, and she wanted to join in. She got a little jealous. No Mega Darkrai reminds me of that Yu-Gi-Oh card. The one Pegasus had with the eye, they look so similar. What? All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to fulfill the other part of the order, we need those boxes of ripped down from over here. Wait, are they over here or are they in my receiving area? I think they're in my receiving area. Give me a second. All right, I brought in 2 booster boxes of the Spirit Forge. All right. Whew. So this is Tammy's round. Good. Ready, Tammy? All right. Okay, beautiful. Now I want you guys to all applaud if Tammy hits something. All right, do you guys want to practice that? I want you guys to practice that. Why don't you do an applause emoji right now? Give it a try. We are. Don't mind me. I'm being a towel. Yeah. You are. I'm gonna do the towel voice, but I'm afraid it's gonna make me cough again. Oh man. I know I can't remember the code, but I just have to get a little high. This. Here's Shard of Undoing, Scuttle Crab. Here's Carry On Dredger, Sprite Queen. Yeah, it's really hard to do it when your throat's all messed up. Here's Rift Herald. Here it is. I guess I'm that awkward clap. What? Only Mark clapped? Who's going to practice clapping? We are. We've got Dusk Rose Lab, Attican, Atticon, and here's Gloomist. All right, Gloomist. Herald of Spring, Nadali, Rangar. So we'll get you to your turn very soon, Mr. Anthony. Tammy placed this order like 2 minutes ahead of you. Can you believe it? Skyward Strike, Trixie Tentacles, Deceiver. Ooh, that's sexy as hell, dude. All right. I don't know what it is, but Wicked Women, whew, they could have all my Pokemon cards. Let's see. Smoke and Mirror, Sacrifice, Inviolus Vox, and Violus Vox. Here's Fate Weaver, Katarina, Virtuoso. All right. Good. Ah, you got some kind of card back here. Conscription, Scorn of the Moon, and Plundering Poro. So here's another textured card. How do I tell how rare it is, Timmy? This one's called Unit Bilgewater. It definitely looks shiny. Oh my gosh, the Poros. Woo! Tammy apparently thinks this is a good pull. I do not know. Oh my gosh, we got the Poros. Here's Scuttle Crab, Master Yi. There it is. Applause. Where is Tammy's applause? Start clapping right now, guys. I'm going to get real angry. Let me show you how to do it. You ready? Let's do an applause. Hold on, let me see. Applause. Wait, how do you do this? God, I feel like such a boomer. How do I search for... You think they would have like a search button? That's not an applause. That's like a high five or something. Mark got the applause emoji. Where's the applause emoji? I can't even find it. $83 on TCG. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh my god, I don't even see it. I'm about to give up. All right, I'll give Tammy, instead of that, I'll give Tammy the you know, that makes me think we need an applause emoji. We'll do this emoji right here. There you go. All right, there you go, Tammy. They won't applause because they ain't like us. They are not like us. They are not like us. All right, toss this over here. And we'll swap back to keyboard, and then we'll put keyboard away. All right, good. Well, Tammy, that was 10 packs of Unleashed. And then Tammy ordered 20 packs of the Spirit Forge. She's going deep, bro. Also, what's Riftbound about? Riftbound is League of Legends. See? League of Legends. So if you played League of Legends, this would be your card set that you like. If you're a big fan of League of Legends. It's Mr. LaFlame. Hello, LaFlame. How are you today, man? Any interesting news? Isn't this like 20 packs or something in the actual box? Did you order like a whole box? Let's see. Like 22 or something, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, that's a lot of packs. Did you like Iceman album from Drake? Oh, I loved it, man. He's one of my favorite artists. We are. Snipping this. Snipping this. Ooh. I remember raging a lot in League of Legends and those god-long matches. Steve, where's the jungler? Gank, gank, gank. Hello, we need help in duo lane. I actually know a little bit about playing a League of Legends style game. What do they call those? They call those MOBAs. I know a little bit about MOBAs. I played thousands of hours of that free MOBA, Smite. Yeah. Play like 2,000 or 3,000 hours of it. So I'm a little bit familiar. Snipping this. Good. There's absolutely no chance, no chance Mister has ever listened to a Drake song. Don't be a hater, cuz on God, I'll fuck you up on my mama, on my daddy. Here's Here to Help, World Atlas. Hey Drake, I hear you like them young. Then let me catch you on cell block 1. Here's Ezreal dashing. Ooh. And Mechanized Menace. Ooh. No cat. That's right. Here's Severe. Relentless Pursuit. Oh. Very good. Tossing these over here. Oops. My favorite band would have to be CBS, the Korean guy band. Here's Blade Dancer. Frostcoat Cub. Emperor of the Sands. Bellows Breath. Whoa. All right. I'd never heard of them until Tammy introduced me to them. Will you get any card sets besides Pokemon? Are you saying, will I long-term hodl? Whoa, look at this. Teemo Strategist. Ooh, very nice. Teemo, is that like Venmo? Is that like Temu? Very good. I took my sons to a Drake concert. That was probably the only time I've listened to his music. Oh, very cool. Was he like just gibbering and jabbering? Was he all yapping? Like, yo, yo, yo. Zinzao. Irrelia. Ooh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ferocious Forerunner, Counter Strike. Something's missing. Here it is. Guards! Hey Drake, I hear you like them young. I'm just practicing my Broadway play. Counter Strike. He was skipping and scatting. Ew, not scatting. I'm not into that. Here's Rel and Jay Medarda. Jay Medarda. Somebody is. Somebody's into that. Not me. Lonely Poro, Marching Orders, Chem Baroness. All right. Timo, huh? Veteran Poro, Rek'Sai, World Atlas. Ooh. Just don't throw a rock at my moon seal, mister. My moon seal. Oh, is that one guy who was attacking the wildlife? Is that a reference to that? That guy went to jail, didn't he? Grand Duelist. Renata Glask. Ooh, looking creepy. Timo's a hit, says Tones. Is it? Timo's looking cute as hell, bro. Best cover of They Are Seriously Not Like Us. They're not like us. They're seriously not like us. Here's Needlessly Large Yordle, Prodigal Explorer. Here's Fey Dragon, Trinity Force, and Vex. Ooh, Vex. All right. Here's Card Sharp, Guardian Angel, and Jax. Now, Jax is looking cool, bruh. I think Jax is where it's at. So there were like 2 of these textured cards in a box, huh? Wait, this one's shinier than this one. It's subtle, but it is. Like, look. The gold is embossed on the Timo, but not on this one. Right? Or am I going crazy? No, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, they're different. What is going on there? I don't understand the rarity. All right. Here's Sacred Shears. Arise. Rise. You shall be Lord Vader. The Jax is $1. Ooh. There you go. He gonna be Jackson it in California. Here's Jace, Glorious Executioner. Here's Navori, Bard, Battle Mistress. Oh, a mistress, you say? Man, mistresses is one thing. How do you get a sugar baby? How do you get that situation going, man? I got all these Pokemon and no pokey sugar babies. Here's Aphelios and Piercing Light. Oh. And then finally, we have Minotaur Reckoner and Purifier. Whoa! And Chaos Rune. Are the Chaos Runes worth anything? Are these runes good? Timo is overnumbered and Jax is an altar. You can tell from the number on the bottom left. Overnumbered. You are. It's not like when I overdraft my credit card opening up League of Legends cards. 230 over 221. I see. Okay. Overnumerousness. All right. Thank you, Tammy. Wow. That was a big opening. Let's go grab her box. Tammy, your box is kind of full. What the hell? Tammy, you're not allowed to have a full box. Well, I know how to fix this. We get Tammy a second box and start filling that too. Whoa. Wow, this was way in the back. Watch this, Tammy. Watch this. Look at this old box. It says Coeli Jimenez on it. Wow, that's old. What's behind it? Never this one. This one says Shahir and Sarah Dusenberry. The communal overflow box. All right. So you got Plundering Poo Poo. You got Timo. Ezreal. You got Puffadis Blunt. All right. Tammy, are you 420 friendly? Very good. I have to ask before, I hit this blunt. Here's Tammy Lowe. Very good. We'll say Tammy on this front. All right. Next up, Anthony Paniagua. I don't know if I'm saying your name wrong because I said it a different way at first, didn't I? So Rift Bound Unleashed. He wants 10 of them. You got it. Good luck, man. Looks like there could be 2 big cards in a box, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Going deep. We got a whole another case of these. So we got plenty of this Unleashed Rift Bound. Could go deep all day long, actually. I don't have one Pokemon coin, much less that, Mark. I'm in trouble. Will you remind me? I gotta get a coin submission out. In the event of a crashing market, if that ever happens, would you beat yourself up for not selling currently? Let's say gold stars reach the point of 2020 levels. So that kind of already happened once. During the Logan Paul craziness, back in like 2020, maybe 2021. I think 2021 was the peak, right? So Pokemon peaked in 2021, and if I had just sold all of my Pokemon cards in 2021, I could have bought them all back at a lower price by the time 2022 and 2023 arrives, right? Because the cards get much cheaper by 2022. So it peaks in 2021 with Bitcoin, and then there's like this big collapse in November, and you see all these Pokemon. Like I bought 2 boxes of Gym Challenge First Edition sealed WotC during that craziness. They were $18,000 a box. That was $36,000 I spent all of a sudden. And then they crashed back down to it was like $12,000. So I had actually overspent in 2021 by like 6,000. And so, yeah, there is this kind of deflating feeling where you're like, ah, darn it. And you almost wonder, like, where does this go? Especially back then, you're still wondering, where does this go? Because Pokemon was still relatively new, right? The idea of it being an investable asset or being valuable or being worth so much, that was still kind of a new idea. And I was sitting there with a bunch of cards in my hands going, I could have cash. If I had cash, I could buy stocks. I could pay off my real estate, which we know my house cost me 7% on the loan every year. So there's all these other things you can do rather than having Pokemon. So having $1 million of Pokemon inventory is kind of a big gamble on the future of Pokemon, is what it is. And so what did I do in those years? I wouldn't say I accumulated super heavily, but I did actually. I accumulated plenty of cards over the next 3 years. And if only I knew that that bear market was like one of the best buying moments in Pokemon card history, I would have just gone way deeper. But I was buying stuff the whole time. Um, we were showing off a couple of those legendary collection reverse hollows that we bought during 2022. That was right after the crash. What we got? So we got Clash of Giants, Zillion, Ivern. Anyways, so what you're describing though is called timing the market. You're describing timing the market. You're saying, why don't you just sell it when it's high and buy it when it's low? And the problem with trying to time the market is eventually you get it wrong. That's true in the stock market. They talk about portfolio managers who try to predict what stock you need to buy. Here's Master Yi. Here's Blood Harbor Ripper. So, one of the very interesting observations with the stock market has been that if you didn't try to beat, if you didn't try to pick and choose the winning stocks, if you basically just bought a slice of all the stock market or a slice of all the tech giants, you'd have just been fine. And that's exactly why ETFs do so well. You could just buy an ETF and just leave it alone and just keep buying it. And your stock portfolio is going to look very similar to the guy who managed the portfolio. So that's one of the things that we discover over time about the stock market. You really can't you really can't predict what to buy and what to sell very well. It's too complicated. Warren Buffett's strategy was to pick out what he thought was going to be some overproductive stocks from companies that do good business. They sell a product that's kind of timeless. They're not going anywhere anytime soon, like bubblegum. Here's Pride stock. That was Warren Buffett's idea. So he bought a bunch of Coca-Cola and Wrigley's and this and that, and he just kept buying it. And he never sold it. He didn't sell it when the market was too high, and he didn't sell it when the market was low. At least he did. He did do some trades here and there, but in general, he just held. I feel the same way about Pokemon. So I do believe in the basic concept of Pokemon cards being investable and going up in value over time. And I'm just going to play it the same way he did. I know there's good times to buy and good times to sell. I'm going to ignore all that and just be a net buyer, and that's it. Just going to keep buying, buying, buying. And so I have like rules in my head for how we handle stuff. Like when I notice a product is especially popular, I just buy extra of it, right? Like vintage. Here's how I do vintage. Ooh, is this textured? All right. Right at the end, we got a textured card. It's called Pike Returned. One textured card. Anthony, I'm jealous of Tammy. I think Tammy got the better deal. All right, Tammy, you're going to have to share. Anthony, if you want to go any deeper, we have more packs, obviously. But you got to watch out for Tammy. She might snipe you. I don't know. I guess you can if you're a politician. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah. Insider trading, right? But I'm not a politician, so that's not going to work for me. All right, let's see. Anthony Aniaga. He's brand new. How about an how about an applause for Mr. Anthony? Here we are. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. I appreciate all the orders tonight. So cool, man. So in your head, in your head, zombie. There's 0% chance that Pokemon could run out of the craze that we're in right now and not grow again. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are looking for that reassurance or for like they're trying to like decide for themselves what they believe. Here's what we know. Back in 1999, Pokemon comes out in America, and without the internet, it goes viral. Everyone you know has them. Everyone you know is playing Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. And then Pokemon Gold Silver comes out. Pokemon Silver comes out. Everyone's still playing it. Super popular. And the Neo set comes out. Super cool. And so Pokemon goes viral all on its own and it stays viral for like at least 2 or 3 years. It's really that big of a deal. It's a TV show, it's a video game, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon's in Smash Brothers. Okay, so it's this big iconic thing now. It's also doing very well in Japan at the same time, by the way. And then years later, Pokemon Go comes out. Once again, it's this big explosion. Everywhere in the world, people are running around with their phones out, getting ran over by cars because they're playing Pokemon Go. Super viral. Everyone's playing it. It's all over the news. It's like a wild event. All right, now we're in the future. You got the Logan Paul box break and the Logan Paul illustration card selling for $16 million. How many more times does Pokemon need to go viral before you believe that this might be around for the next 100 years? Like Disney's still around. Disney started up like 100 years ago. How much more convincing do you need that this product might be around for a while? And then what a Pokemon card is, it's a tradable item. and people like trading it back and forth. And so there's going to be businesses that do nothing but trade the items back and forth, whether the market is high or the market is low. So, like, if this card's $200, I'm going to run a split on it for 200. If it's $600, I'm going to run a split on it for 600. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to get a cut either way. So whether the market goes up or down, there's now going to be this sort of like hobby involved with this particular brand. Now, what I think we see in the future are Pokemon card museums, and people actually make money off their Pokemon cards that way. I also think you see a lot more brands get into the business of printing card sets. I think that's the other thing you're going to see. You're going to see a whole lot more like Lorcanas and Rift Bounds and all this other stuff. All right, let's see what we got. So, no, we're at the beginning of it, not the end of it. That's my opinion. Of course, it's doing much better than I expected. I didn't expect it to explode like this. This is much faster than I thought. Um, and could it crash back down from this extremely high after the illustration Pikachu? Yeah, I think most people are predicting that. I'm not going to stop buying them though. If there is a big crash, I'm just going to use that as a buying opportunity. And I think a lot of people are thinking that way too. They go, if it really does crash, I'm just going to buy more of them. And that's, by the way, that's one of the signs that it's probably not going to crash for a while. When everyone you know is preparing to buy it in the crash, that's probably a sign it's not going to crash too far. But yeah, I mean, with these cards selling for like 90,000, it would be very easy for those to crash. Because who's got $90,000 jingle jangling to buy Pokemon cards with? Probably not too many guys. But you never know. I mean, these businesses are starting to build up pretty big cash allocations from all their sales, selling booster packs, selling slabs, flipping this, flipping that. Yeah, so the future of Pokemon cards is looking not too bad. Maybe it is overpriced right now, but again, it won't matter for card shops. It won't matter. They will just keep selling the booster packs for profit. And if the slabs go down in value, they would just buy them and trade. They'll trade them at the new price level. All right, we have no orders in the queue. If you guys would like to support the stream and show some love, send in an order. Can you imagine those high-end retail stores having Pokemon like Prada? That's right. I agree, mister. Back in 2020, I was a casual, but now I take Pokemon seriously. I think it's if you look at it beyond the particular brand of Pokemon, look at it beyond that. We're really going into human behavior. Humans love status. They love getting attention. They love owning stuff. They love collecting. Collecting is a fundamental part of being a human. I think it basically taps into our monkey brains, the part of our brain that deals with resource gathering, right? So your brain always wants to have the cool, shiny objects. You want to do the resource gathering. And over the centuries, this has sort of been expressed in different ways. We're far into the future now, and we have this new thing called brands like McDonald's and Coca-Cola and Pokemon and Disney, Mickey Mouse. Brands are very recent. They were created like 100 years ago, basically. Most brands are very new. And so we're seeing how powerful a brand is because a brand is what? It's a keyword, it's an idea, it's a memory in your brain that, it occupies a space in your memory. And it's turning out that brands are pretty important. Big brands are where people go, like Walmart, Target. Those aren't just shops, they're brands. McDonald's, it's not just a place to get a hamburger that tastes bad and bad chicken nuggets. It's a brand. People just they recognize it. So that's what Pokemon is too. So we're in the future now, and maybe we've moved on a little bit from collecting crown jewels or collecting rocks or collecting stamps. Maybe we've moved on from collecting Mona Lisa, and now we're collecting these cute little things here. Is it going to change? Is that trend about to die off? I don't think it is. I think again, it's a new trend, and it's probably got a ways to go. I maintain my theory that Pokemon cards will remain a pretty fun thing to collect for millennials. We were the ones who were born in time to experience 1999 Pokemon peak. So we're going to keep getting older and richer. We're going to inherit money. We're going to get turned into CEOs, yada, 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 right? Like the millennials are in their money making years right now. And as you get older, you get wealthier. Not everyone gets wealthier, but some people do. Some people get big promotions. or big inheritances. And so millennials are in their wealth accumulation phase, and you can buy another car, you can buy another house, you can buy this, you can buy that. What are they really going to spend their money on? They're going to consider Pokemon. It's fun. It's the thing you loved when you were a kid. So it's this thing you care about. And what do you know? It's also a fun game to trade it, like a market game, you know? So I'm not anticipating the idea of what's going on, the underlying human behavior to go away anytime soon. So then all you have to wonder is if it's overpriced, which it might be, but you don't know that. No one does. Only in hindsight will you know. So if it crashes really bad, you're going to be like, of course it crashed. Duh. Of course it crashed. I saw it coming. Yeah, of course it crashed. And if it doesn't crash, you'll be like, of course it didn't crash. I saw it coming. I knew Pokemon was going to the moon. So it's just whatever happens next, you know? It's a gamble. How much risk do you want to take on? Opening packs is a gamble. Holding $1 million or $2 million of Pokemon cards is a gamble because you could have sold, and then you could have bought, like, I don't know, a nice home, something. Making me buy more base set booster boxes than I already have. Mister, I just want to say, what a time to be alive, right? You're reading a stranger's comment, but also helping me fund my children's education. Hopefully, right? Yeah, if you're saying I'm buying this because I'm predicting it'll go up in price and then I can sell it to the next guy, that is a gamble. It's called a speculative is a speculative asset, right? If you even want to call it an asset, but it's a children's toy. It's what it is. But it's this thing that we trade. It's designed to be traded. So there's a whole business there for that. It's kind of interesting. So this guy got an 8. He's in my regrade pile, but I'm looking at him and he's got scuffs and he's got little bumps down there. I think he's an 8. So we're not going to regrade that. We're going to keep him as is. What's this? That's also called speculative capitalism. Gooseneck Charizard. Yes, Ken Sugimori Charizard. All right, ready? Yeah, it's hard because, the price of all these Pokemon cards, you have to admit, it's this high because everyone's expecting it to go up. So everyone's just buying more and more and more and more, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But if the market ever lost a lot of confidence in it and said, nah, this is crap, I don't want it, sure, it could crash. I'm almost anticipating that it will one day crash, and then I'm just going to buy more of it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy more of it. All right, let's see, which is what I did last time, and it worked. It worked really well. So there's one of these in Australia for $6.50 plus $27 shipping. Let's do the math on that. $6.50, $27 shipping times a 15% entry fee. 778. So we'll do 780. We'll do 780 is fine. So here's a nice Cardos Prism Charizard for sale. I probably could just keep that, and it would probably keep going up in price. I mean, yeah, I could literally keep that card. It would probably just keep going up. Are you ever surprised with how much base set there is out there left sealed? Recently purchased 3 from a recently opened case. You talking about like base set, like rich guy base set, like $30,000 base set? You bought 3 of those? You must got some money laying around, Mr. Ding Ting. Man, you got some money. Um, I'm not surprised. They printed it like they had like 4 separate print runs, didn't they? And then they printed base set 2 as well, right? So it was just making tons of money for them. And so they printed it a lot, and there's some laying around. I think I have 2 boxes of it myself. You should keep it, mister. I could. Here's Mark J. Valerian with an order for send one of my pre-grades that I got to PSA, please. I'll let you decide. Okay. Let's send your best one. All right. Mr. Mark. Ooh, look at all these cards. 9.5, 9, 10 minus, 10 minus, 10, 10. Ooh, I'd send the Persian. Watsy Bay said, any thoughts on the original canvas artworks on Golden? Original canvas artworks. So what they're like paintings by Ken Sugimori or something. That's cool. That's cool. That'll be I think that's a little too niche for me. Like I'm not gonna put those up here as a business on the table. But you know, for some rich card shop, that would go really well on their wall. Here we are. That's a pretty interesting idea, Pokemon art. Speaking of which, who's gonna finish this guy off? Look, here's Quip's drawing of Ditto, and it's got one spot left. One spot, and that goes off is $25 to set it off. You got a thing for Persians, mister? No, I don't actually. You could do research on which one is technically the most valuable. I'm just choosing you the card that I suspect is the most valuable. I'm not actually sure. We are. Quip's Ditto is almost done. One spot remains. And then it's time for him to get encapsulated. I trust you. Here you go, Mr. Mark. We gotta get you some Charizards, Mark. Where are the Charizards? All right. Secretly, Giovanni, of course he likes Persian. Persian's a Team Rocket Pokemon. No, but that's not why I chose it. I just remember that people really like that Persian. He's a good card. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm buying anything that's extremely expensive right now. I'm just kind of keeping some cash laying around for whenever PSA eventually gets one of our submissions done, which I guess they're never going to do that. They didn't even respond to my email when I asked them about it. They just said, "Nah, we're not responding to that." Let me go over to grading. I'm on their app right now. What are they going to say? In progress orders. Let's see. Dude, their app sucks, dude. It takes so long for it to. All right, so those two are still in assembly. Wow. Yep. All right, nothing's changed. Like a full month and they haven't done anything. Eddie Mendoza, finish Slab away and start one on the Cardos Zard. You got it, man. All right, so we got a Zard. Eddie Mendoza. So he's going to pay off his Haunter. Haunter. Let's grab that Haunter. I assume your card's in here, because if it's not, then it's going to be in that other spot. I remember we had to move these. Oh my God, it's going to be. Oh, wait. Was that it? No, that's Arturo Perez. All right. One moment. Aha, here it is. One Mr. Eddie Slab. He's got this beautiful Vending Series 3 Haunter. Wow. Super cool, man. Mr. Secretly Giovanni, how did you figure me out? All right, we'll place this here. Now, that says from May to November. We're just going to say May now. Keep it simple. Eddie Mendoza. This time, you need it to say PSA 8. Cardos. Zard. And his price is $780. And how much did you send for the Zard? Just the typical 40? I think you did. So then he will have $760 remaining. Boom. All right. Good. All right. That's a new slab away there, guys. Sometimes if you see a cool card on the table, you don't have a lot of time to act on it. Someone's going to snatch it. It's snatched. No, the snatching. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? Here's another card. Pikachu. And now we're going to look. Where's my little pad here? That's kind of nice. I think that's actually nicer than the brush. All right, you ready? No, I think this guy's going to stay an 8 as well. I might let this guy be a break, though. We sold the Charizard. We might let Pikachu be a break. What do you guys think? He'd be a cool break. All right. Scuba dooba doo. Placing this over here. Oops. Now, what else? This one says crack. It graded 7. Yeah. That other one graded funky too, and I didn't agree with that either. Here's the deal. I really don't want to actually pay the money to resubmit a Voltorb. Voltorb's going to be for sale. Poopachu. I thought the Ditto drawing filled up last night. There's one spot left. Should be one spot left. Let me count it to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 spots in here with one spot remaining. That's Quip's little Ditto. And now here's this Voltorb. Yep. I guess we'll make the Voltorb like $35. It is a vintage card, by the way. The year 2000, Merlin Stickers Volume 2, Voltorb. Zeb, 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 zeb. Okay, we got an open queue right now, guys. I remember you saying you were going to move. Have you decided yet? Oh, man. We're like frozen in time right now because, no, I wish time was frozen. Sadly, it's not frozen. I'm getting older every year. But we're stuck here. You know why? Because Missouri is going to become a no tax state if voters vote yes in November. It's so frustrating. Like, we are getting ready to move to Nevada or Tennessee or Florida. Those are the big 3 probably. And we were really working on that. Like, we were pretty serious about maybe going to Tennessee. And then what happened was Missouri announces they're going to become a no tax state. And there was a bunch of stuff it would have, a bunch of hoops it would have to jump through for that to come true. And it's jumped through 2 of the 3 hoops. There's one last hoop to jump through. The very last hoop, Missourians will be tasked with voting on whether to become a no tax state. And if they vote yes, I'm probably gonna stay. So it's kind of annoying because it's like we were so emotionally committed to getting out of here. Oh man, this card's so close, man. This card is so close to a 10. You guys have no clue. The regrade's a bit of a risk because what if they decide, because it's got a partial line in it. That's what's going on. So if we zoom in, there's a partial line. So you think you're going to raise a child in Missouri, Lake of the Ozarks? This is not a bad place to raise a child. That was never out of the question. I would not mind that at all. You can't see the line because the freaking slab has lines in it too. But it's this guy right here. I think. Let me see. Am I going crazy? Lake of the Ozarks is yeah, I'm sure. It's a probably an excellent choice for raising children. It's a very good place to raise children. There's no like bull crap out here, you know. There's no craziness. Everyone's super like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. It's like raising your kid with the Amish. Like you're not worried about raising your kid with the Amish. It's not truly Amish out here, but a little bit. A little bit. Like you actually do run into Amish. When you go to the hospital, we got one big hospital. There's Amish people who run it. So there's a certain innocence out here maybe that you don't get out of St. Louis. St. Louis, you know, if you send your kid to school in St. Louis, your kid's going to be rubbing elbows with, you know, whatever nasty kid is like, hey, watch all this gore on my cell phone. Hey, watch all this corn on my cell phone or something like that, you know. lowest common denominator kind of crap. And out here, it's more like holistic or something. It's hard to describe. It's like organic out here. Man, I feel like this probably should be regraded. This one is borderline, I would argue, but it's on the weak side of borderline because I think this should be a 9, but I think it has a small chance of being re-rolled into a 10. I don't know. I feel like I need more time with this one to see how I feel about it. Yeah. I think y'all should stay where you're at and just get a vacation house. So you think you're going to raise a child? Yeah, we haven't made up our minds 100%, but if Missouri becomes a no tax state, I have no reason to leave at that point. There's no significant reason to leave at that point. They did this even in my Bulbasaur. It's such bullcrap. I bet you this regrades into like a 10, dude. They gave it a 6, and it's perfectly fine. I think what they did is they see these lines in the background of the card, and they think that that's a problem. But that's something that PSA allows. Those lines are just a part of the holographic image, right? Like that was the sheet that it was printed on. It's not the same as a scratch. Those aren't print lines where it's like a wheel rolling over the card. That's actually in the hollow. So this guy should be regraded as much as I don't want to, but he should. Okay. He should not be sold as a 6. PSA, please submit again, is too true. Yeah, Lake of the Ozarks, you see the kids out here and they just seem immediately wholesome. It wasn't like that where I grew up. These are like the kids you want your kids to be friends with. There you go. Almost like homeschooler types or something, you know what I'm saying? What do you guys think of that? Come out here, come see it. Come see the schools out here. I've Karis and I've gone on walks at the school. Really nice. We've been to one of the football games at the local high school. Again, really nice. Just has a good feeling to it. It has like a hard to replicate hometown feeling to it. Like the people here probably know each other. Here it is. All right. Tossing that away. Let's get this Bulbasaur out of here, right? Here it goes. All right. Lovely. So now this will be regraded with CGC. We'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it gets a better grade. All right. You guys are sleepy. It's Saturday night. This is the late night Saturday stream. We got a viewership that's very low. We've got a 45-person viewership, probably. That's pretty low. That's like a new low. It is. All right. What do you guys think about that? We're gonna have to start pulling out monkey tricks and stuff like that to get more attention or something. Ooh. I'm gonna have to start saying free ones, 25% off. Rip till you hit. 50% off Ascended Heroes. Ripping 1,000 Ascended Heroes. We're gonna have to start doing some of those, huh? Who's next? Javier Arroyo's here to brighten up the stream. Let's see what he's doing. Here's Javier. He says, 1 spot in the quick break. Oh, that's nice. 1 live custom and 10 Poke Shuffles. So the quick break is over. Let's find out how that ends. Free ones? Yeah. All right, guys. Tonight the bounty is blah 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 blah. It is. Okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all 8. All 8 are in. We need the packs. Here they are. I think you should have already read that. All right, so here's the side up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 6, 7, and 8. There it goes. I think it's nice that they're building so much out here. You know, if they build enough stuff, there won't be a reason to move either. That's 4 and 8. Because right now, the real reason to move is it's kind of boring. Just not enough things to do. Kind of boring. Yeah, 1, but they're building some $600 million mall complex now. And they're building that $300 million amusement park, if you can call it that. I think it's too small to be like a real amusement park, but it's going to have like 7 or 8 rides or something like that. And it's going to have a hotel built and a giant indoor-outdoor pool. That's the part I'm looking forward to. Lake of the Ozarks needs, ironically, Lake of the Ozarks need pools. They focus on the lake a lot, but you know, if you don't have a pool, indoor-outdoor pool, you can't go swimming in the winter. That sucks. A lot of outdoor pools, but you can't use those in the winter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of restaurants are needed out here too. There was so many restaurants in St. Charles, O'Fallon, St. Louis. Endless restaurants out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Very few restaurants, but that's changing actually. You know, they're all building restaurants around me now. Are 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's cool. They're expanding the roads too. It's neat. Feels like there's it feels like there's a lot of excitement out here. There's this gigantic plot of land behind the Walmart. It's truly huge, and they're talking about potential developments on it right now. It's getting a lot of negative attention because the owner is talking about potentially building a data center there, and so all of a sudden there's like a million headlines about that, and City Hall's full of people saying no data centers. All right, give me a number. Is that a new Psyduck? Yeah, that's a new Psyduck. Oh yeah. People were not happy with the idea of a data center. They're like, not at my lake. Hell no. 3, 1, 2, and 3. All right. And now let's go ahead and show off the names. Javier, Tammy, Jesus, SD, Jimmy, from Anthony Rodriguez. Look at that. To Alex Silva and to Eddie Mendoza. So nice. So nice. All right. That's Mr. Ant's Taco. He does tacos. He actually sells tacos successfully. He says he's having lots of business. There you go. All right. All right. Oops. All right. What do you guys think of that? The designers make your power more expensive and ruins the nature around it. Oh, yeah. People are talking loud about data centers all day long these days. It's the conversation to have out here now. I was in a restaurant and they were talking about it. The booth next to me was some old people. I was at it's a little Italian restaurant called Little Rizzo's. Mamma mia! They have better chicken wings than Buffalo Wild Wings. So we're at Little Rizzo's eating chicken wings, listening to some grandma and grandpas talk about how there better not be any of those stinky data centers. Give me a number. I'm so glad we don't do that here in Switzerland. They're building one outside of my town, and yeah, people don't like it. Give me a number. They're building it so they can surveil you. Ha ha ha. That's what you hear on the internet. It's surveillance. 4? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a lot of skepticism. Anywhere has better wings than I don't know why I ever eat there. They're terrible. All right, that's cold, Mr. Jesus. I don't know why I ever eat there. There's Jimmy Torres. Sorry, Jimmy. Here's South Dakota. Oh, could it be Miss South Dakota? Look at this. Sarah Dusenberry pulling the Psyduck. Well, she's, I think, the only one who took 2 spots for herself. You're really close there, Javier. You almost had it. That's one of the free spots. And here's one of the free spots. We handed those out yesterday. Here's Miss Sarah Dusenberry. Yes, she had 2 spots. And there's Miss Tammy. All right. Well, that's cool, man. I think Sarah Dusenberry is going to like this card. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Buffalo Wild Wings. They've got crunchy little wings, but I don't know. Sometimes I want my wings to be juicy. Sometimes I want them to be a little plump, have some meat on the bone. They always put too much salt in their rubs too, their rubs and their sauces. Like, dear God. But you know what I don't like the most about them is their building's unusually cold. Like, I'm a guy who enjoys a bit of cold, like air conditioning at 69. I like it. You walk in there and it feels like it's 60 degrees. It's like, what are they doing? And then they got like all these TVs blasting. They're like, it's an experience. It's like, your experience is very annoying. I actually left a review today on Target on Google. The Osage Target, they play this terrible music. And I actually wrote a review complaining about it. How boomer am I at this point, guys? One live custom, let's get it. But yeah, I was just thinking about that because I was talking about Buffalo Wild Wings, terrible atmosphere. But yeah, and then the waiters come around and they're all like these cute little girls. They're like, "What can I get for you today?" And you immediately think, "Oh man, I gotta leave this person some kind of giant tip or something, or she's gonna work real hard for the tip." One cold one. That's a big boomer energy. I know, I know. But here's the deal, Tammy. They play the worst music. They play like we're in the club kind of music. It's like, I don't know, like bongo drums and like people going, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's so bad. I don't recognize the artist. It's all terrible stuff. And then they play it so loud. Why is it so loud? Just turn it down and then it's not so like it's music torture. All right, imagine this, Tammy. Imagine there's some type of music you hate the most. And Target decides that's what they're going to play, like almost exclusively. But they don't just decide to play it. They're going to play it as loud as they can play it, of course. What? How am I supposed to shop? You go into like a Walmart, and it's just quiet. Well, it's not truly quiet, but they don't blast dumbass music on the overhead. So I left a boomer review. I said, music's too loud, not good music. That's what I said. Bad music played too loud on the overhead. Was the music about elephant awareness? LMAO, I didn't actually listen to the songs. I don't actually listen to the songs at Target. Well, I have autism and I can't not turn the music off in my head. I hear it so directly, it's so loud. And then they literally do play it loud. Like, what am I, at a dance club or something? It's so stupid. Like, I'm at Target, dude. I'm looking at gummy bears at Target. I'm not trying to get wiggy with it or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what the kind of music they're playing? They're playing the same stupid music that they would play at the college, dude. I would go to college and there would be like a rec room where you could play ping pong and stuff like that. And they would always play this cheesy like steel drums and you know now I'm part of the ethnic tribe or something like that. I don't know how to describe the music, but it's just like this slop, dude. It's got no heart to it. It's got no melody. It's just rhythmic. And I don't know. It's just not me, not even a little bit. It's like if I had to listen to hardcore, honky tonk country and they're playing that in Target. Well, I'm a little bit, and that would actually make more sense out here in Lake of the Ozarks, by the way, because this is a little bit country out here. But I'm a little bit country, and I got my beer. Like if they're playing that on the overhead at Target, my ears would bleed. But they don't just play it. What if they were playing that nice and loud too? Hey, you know what? Hear this music that like only a quarter of people enjoy in the world? Let's play it real loud too. Like, what are they thinking, dude? At least half the people don't like this music type. So why are you playing it? And why do you make us listen to it on extra loud speakerphone? Javier just got toasted here. Here you go, Mr. Javier. Sorry, Javier, I was complaining the whole time. Anyways, that's my rant. So I took the time. I was actually so frustrated over the music while I was at Target today that I stopped shopping. I couldn't shop anymore. And then I went to the front of the store and I checked out and I scrammed. I was like, I'm out of here. I couldn't take it. Like it was music torture. Like, imagine they did music torture in what was it in the Middle East? They did like Barney the dinosaur. I love you. Right? They did that. That's a real thing. Music torture is real. So imagine they're playing the Teletubbies or Barney the dinosaur on the overhead, but they don't even play it kind of quiet. They play it extra loud in case you wanted to dance to it. Dear God, dude. It made me so mad. I was like, I'm out of here, bro. My blood pressure was going up. I was like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Target plays country here in Houston. Do they really? Wow, that makes so much sense if they played it here because this is the countryside and you hear country music everywhere. But this Target decides we need to play like St. Louis City club music. How does that make any sense? I moved away from St. Louis City so I wouldn't have to listen to garbage like that. That was the whole reason that I moved away from St. Louis and into the middle of nowhere. And I imagine a lot of people have the same thoughts about that. Anyways, I wouldn't enjoy country music on the overhead either. Nothing beats silence. Like, just let us shop, dude. Let us shop and don't play your crappy music. If they're gonna play music, turn on like some 90s soft rock or something, you know? Something that doesn't really catch your attention too strong. All right, one more bonus for you, Mr. Javier. I got some bonuses for you. Okay, you ready? One more bonus for you. Sorry about your tough round, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you probably don't really care too much about them. I don't know if you do, but these are all perfectly gradable cards. PSA does grade these. They did cost me money to acquire this. So here's a Cyndi Lauper. Here's a Justin Bieber. Here's a NSYNC is way better. Listen, I don't know what their core demographic is, but I'm probably one of their wealthiest customers, and I'm a millennial now. Okay, so millennials got some music tastes from the 90s, and we got money now because we're like 40 almost, or some of us are 40. We're in our money making years, right? We're not retired seniors. We're not young anymore. We're 40 years old and we've got income. We've got actual income. We got money. We're not 18. We're not Gen Z. Don't play bebop music. What the hell? The bebop music? Who's listening to that, anyways? All right, Javier, let me put this into your bag. They're going to play like some club bop music. My God. Bye, bye, bye. Mister's tearing up my heart. Well, I will say that maybe you don't have the exact music taste as the majority of your generation, but I do understand your point. Maybe. I mean, my generation grew up listening to the 90s or early 2000s. The music that they were playing, it sounded like cheap, generic, slop club music. And it wasn't recognizable at all. It was just bongo drums, steel drums. You're part of the group now. Hey, yeah, ooh, yeah, we're in the club. This stupid feeling, dude. It's the worst feeling in the world. I hate it. It makes me feel like I'm literally losing IQ points when I hear it. My brain shuts down. It's like, what's happening? My brain's like, I'm drowning in stupid. It is. It's the opposite of the way I like to feel. And everyone gets to enjoy different music. I think there's people who would say my music is horrible. They'd say, like, wow, you have the worst music taste of anyone. So there's people who would hate the music I like, and I didn't like the music at Target. But there's a trick to this all. Just don't play any music. Ta-da! Then you don't have to offend all the people who don't like that music style. They can just go shop in comfort. Ta-da! Or play something really bland, you know? Play something that's soft and you don't notice it and kind of keep it volume down. I should have recorded it for you guys. I should have recorded it so I could play it for you guys and you could see what I'm talking about. Because they're playing it extra loud on that overhead. So you can start dancing like a bop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start dancing. I'm gonna take a puff of this galaxy gas and start dancing. Dude, it was so stupid. I hated it. Obviously somebody's in charge of it, and that's what they like. It's clearly some kind of preference for them. There's no way that a music analyst would analyze, because Lake of the Ozarks is very old people, lots of old people out here not listening to like bop music, bop club music. There's no clubs out here. Well, there's a strip club, but no, actually there is an outdoor club, but not a lot of clubs out here. Not a big young person scene out here. So somebody didn't do the music analysis right for what should be played in a Lake of the Ozarks Target. But here's what's really going on. Somebody owns that Target or somebody runs the music and they're just playing what they like. That's what's really going on. I'm just going to play what I like. I love this music. You'll love it too. That's what's going on. And it's so corny, dude. Let's see. Can I please enter the giveaway legend? Oh, right. The legend. Well, we did not hit the view bounty. But I will say this, we started the stream an hour late, so I don't think we were going to hit it either way. Maybe I'll let somebody in for the views, even though we didn't hit the view bounty anyways. We We also didn't hit 40 likes either, so I'll say that as well. But we might do it anyways. I don't want you guys to miss out on a nice giveaway. Chris Gonzalez, 3 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, man. Now the sun's coming up. It's 5:40. It's 5:40, guys. We almost got a full 3 hours. I think we should start wrapping up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, like I'm not expecting them to play like Nine Inch Nails on the overhead or something like that. But I would never, if I was in charge of that target, I would never play that on the overhead because I know it's really a kind of a distinct type of music for just some people. So if you're going to play music on an overhead at your shopping mall, play music generally everyone's okay with. Something very just bland like white rice, chicken noodle soup, you know? Something that's not going to make somebody go, I got to get out of here, dude. This music's driving me nuts. TCC, wasn't it 3 shuffles? Oh, how many did I flip over? 1? My bad, dude. I might have flipped over 1. Okay. That was 2. Okay, one more. All right, this is going to be the hit. You ready, Chris? One more. It is the hit. Oh, yeah. All right. Sorry about that, man. The audience got your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Sabrina Carpenter is considered white rice music these days. She's okay. She had like 1 or 2 songs that are all right. Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter's not bad. I don't think she's like, I don't think she's top shelf. I don't think she's the best thing I ever heard, but she's like the person making the music right now. You got 1 star spot, Mr. Chris. Now, star spots cannot be re-rolled. That's the rule. And what this really is it's a spot and a break. And you cannot get out of it. That's the nature of it. We put that in there on purpose so that some items eventually end no matter what. Think of it like breaks socialism. Socialism for some breaks that take a while to end. It's in this case it's for this box of Final Fantasy. Chris, if you end up pulling this box, don't feel bad. You can actually try to sell it back to me or you can have it shipped home and you can sell it on eBay. So it's a great if you get pulled on this for 40 bucks, you're going to be a big winner on this, okay? It's a nice pricey little box. And now we have 4 people in here, okay? 4 people in the Final Fantasy. Like I said, it will end. So if you don't have a spot in here, you could take a spot just because you don't want to miss out on a break that's ultimately going to end. That's the star receiving box. That was 2. There's no way for it to not end. All right. You're approaching summertime. A lot of university students go to Lake of the Ozarks to party, no. Yeah, but this issue with the Target has been going on for about 1 year. They started doing it a while ago, and it's terrible, dude. They did a remodel in the store, and after the remodel, they started playing that music. And maybe it hasn't been a year, maybe it's been like 6 to 8 months, and it's just terrible, 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 dude. Makes me sad. It does make me sad. All right, let's see. I was so annoyed. I was like, I gotta tell like a manager or something like how bad this is. Here's Javier Arroyo, 10 Poke Shuffles, 1 Ascended Heroes, 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, he said, I'm not going out like that. I'd rather listen to, Hey Drake, I hear you like them young. I'd rather listen to that, man. Snipping this. They're not even playing cool music. They're just playing like, I don't know, dude. Here's Fossil Dig. Yeah, I don't know who comes up with the music. Put me in charge of the music. I'd pick really good music. Ooh, and some hollows. I think Target could legally play Minecraft music on the overhead, couldn't it? I put some Minecraft music on for everybody. All right, now here's Ascended Heroes. Zigzagoon, Terrapagos, Mega Gardevoir. All right, Fossil Dig and Gardevoir. Rechat. Yeah? Mark says rechat. Good job. That was 2. Wasn't it 3? I opened the last one for him, correct? I prefer elevator music. And then he pulled the star card, right? There we go. All right, Mr. Javier. 10 Pokey Shuffles. Good luck. I went back and corrected it, right? Elevator music. Music's very important. I find that music's really important. It's Tyler. He showed up after all. Look at this, guys. Tyler's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no, Mr. Javier. That's a very, very, very rough round. I'm going to give Javier, I'm going to give him some more of these free ones, okay? Hold on there, Mr. Javier. Sorry, Mr. Work today was busy. Worked 13 hours. Damn, that's a lot. All right, 5 more of these. I'm going to give you another spot in the second chance break, okay? Ouch, dude. Did you guys see that? That was really not good. Pokey Shuffle Box. It's scary. There you go. Everyone got used to all those hits coming out all the time. Here's the second chance. Sometimes the boxes all loaded up with fresh ones and not so many hits in between yet. Here's Disney 100. But the Pokey Shuffles got really busy. So did the Live Customs, man. Live Customs got really busy. There we go. Here's this. All right, Javier, you're getting 5 more of these Disney cards. And they have color to them. There's Donald Duck. Very nice. Man, that sucks. I tell you what, Javier, next time you order those Pokey Shuffles, you get 1 free Pokey Shuffle. All right, 1 free shuffle for Mr. Javier next time you order Pokey Shuffles, okay? I'll put these into your bag. Let's find the bag. It's still not a loss for me. True, but that was a pretty rough round. Did we just witness something bad happen? He just got unlucky with the Pokey Shuffles. The sun is up. I can see the trees. This is just like the old days when we'd stream real late in the morning. I gotta go, guys, or I'll be getting 2 hours of sleep, okay? So I thank you everyone for being here. I think we'll hold off on the giveaway. Um, oh man, maybe we should do 1 giveaway spot. What do you guys think? Let's do 1 giveaway spot. Come on, let's get it done. 1 giveaway spot. Are you guys ready? It just takes another 30 seconds. Hit TCC right now. You got a second to do it. Hit it right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, and 1, and 0. Have a good night, mister. Sorry I showed up late today. Oh, you're fine, man. Are you ready? Boom. So it's going to be Andy Man. You made it on, Andy Man. Tomorrow, we'll be finishing this slab off. Assuming there is a Sunday night stream. You know, my doctor seemed pretty adamant that I should not work 7 days, but we get sales on Sunday. I don't know. We get sales on Sunday. So I'll see you guys there. See you later, everybody.